Ho, 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 ho,
Hot to go.
hot. How's everyone doing out there? It's me. Uh, well, I'm just reading the rules. I'm gonna cry over the name changes. It's me. I woke up from a nap recently, so I am refreshed, a little groggy, but refreshed. And we are continuing Ace Attorney investigations. Last time we finished the intro case, which is like our longest intro case so far. You guys have told me that the final cases will get longer, but you didn't say anything about the intro cases getting longer.
I forgot.
But we are getting into the first. I don't know. The first one felt pretty action-packed for an intro case, so I was about to say the first like real case, but the first real turnabout. But I'm already into this game, so. But we're getting into the case number 2, the Captive Turnabout, and I have no idea what to expect. These games are a blind spot for me, so let's just go to the game. Woo! Was that a good intro?
Woo!
Good enough. Serviceable.
All right. Right, here we are. Let's get into it. New items unlocked in the gallery. Let's go.
To not the gallery.
To not the gallery. To episode 2, the Captive Turnabout.
Woo.
Spooky. I'm afraid. I'm peeing.
Ask not for whom the ask not for who the bell tolls. It tolls for thee.
Ah. Blood. It's a lot of blood.
It's a familiar face. That's me.
Oh no, Duncan died.
He was murdered in prison?
Yeah.
Is that the implication?
It was my computer virus that murdered me.
It's funny because all of the prison cells look like they have little store awnings on them.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? Dog!
Aw, little doggo.
The dog. Are we gonna? I guess we don't have like we don't have a court. We don't have courtroom scenes.
Yeah.
But we better interrogate a dog. Mind chess with a dog,
step.
please. Like, Phoenix is, sorry, Miles is like, I'll bide my time against this dog, and the dog just stares at him. And he's like, shit, that didn't work. He's a mastermind.
I know Miles plays mind chess. Do you think Phoenix plays mind checkers?
Yes.
Canonically, I have a different answer, but that's gonna be in the next.
Oh man, listen to this music.
Still no sign of them, huh?
Yeah.
How long do they intend to keep us waiting?
Now, Mr. Edgeworth.
No.
I'm sure the guard will bring him in any second now.
Don't hold me back.
I'm too short to do that.
The killing of Bastion Rook. It's been 2 days since the incident at the park, and today we're paying a visit to the detention center. Oh yeah, I'm also... If my... I feel like my voice is changing, but also I'm gonna blame it on the cold that I'm getting off of right now.
Oof.
Our aim, of course, is to interview Bronco Knight, who has been charged with the murder. His trial is due to start tomorrow, and I am to be the prosecutor behind the bench. What's taking so long? You there. What's going on?
I don't.
We got a
Oh,
situation! It's Knight! He's been killed! Killed? In the detention center?
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. What are you waiting for?
Right. Guard, take it to the scene of the crime at once. Yes, sir. So it didn't happen in the holding cells, but surely that's where he was being held. Everyone write in the chat where you'd like to be held. I don't know. What's the...
Held in what way?
I don't know.
Can we talk about the mantra on the wall of the prison? Your life, your choice.
Jesus.
AKA, you put yourself in here.
I like the guy's really big mustache in that picture there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Right.
is something.
Also Hillary Clinton next to him. What's the holdup? This is a scene. Is this way? This is just his thing.
This guy's a nervous wreck. Where are you taking us? Doesn't this door lead to...
The prison proper, yes. This is...
You mean cells aren't part of the prison?
This door is crazy. It's been a long time since I remember. I think the only time I went to a prison.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is a
Not
funny
ready for
way to
that
start
what you
this
said.
sentence. Was on a school field trip. They took us to a prison. Wasn't a good field
I
trip.
remember seeing like a historical one, but not like one that was active.
It's an interesting choice for a prison.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I went
that's
to
a choice.
I went to Alcatraz.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not the same.
No, that's not the
Yeah,
field
that's not
trip.
the same thing.
That's not the.
Historical
You said historical prison, and that's one that I've been to. But no, I've been to a
But it wasn't
modern
a field trip.
working prison as a field trip in like first grade, and
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
yeah. So I don't, but I don't remember them having this like safe ass door. Maybe I don't know. Not exactly, no. Those are the detention center's holding cells. That's where the defendants are kept while they're awaiting trial. The area beyond this door serves a rather different purpose.
Yeah, it's where all the people who are convicted serve out their time.
I suppose you could say it's the last place a great thief should ever want to be. I've unlocked it, sir. Please follow me. Look at them all. This is a crazy room immediately. That's Knight, all right, but he's dead. That's Knight, all right, but he's dead. I don't know. How could this happen? And how did he wind up inside the prison proper? March 27th. Oh, we're almost there.
Dang. Okay.
They keep dodging my birthday.
Yeah. This is horrible. How did Mr. Knight get himself murdered?
I can hardly believe it myself, but there can be no doubting the evidence of our own eyes.
And what's he doing here? I thought he was being held at the detention center. No?
He was. He must have been. His trial hadn't even begun. The law states that until convicted, suspects are to be kept in cells separate from the main prison. Only those who have been found guilty are sent to the prison proper. There's no way Knight should have been in here.
Maybe he wandered his way over.
Maybe he frickin' moseyed down. Have you ever thought about that?
Maybe he just freaking died. Did you think about that one?
Maybe he just freaking lost his life. The detention center. Can you imagine Edgeworth saying frickin'? The
Just looks
detention
really mad.
The detention center and the prison are separated not only by 2 heavy doors, but also a lengthy corridor. That would have been a long way to wander. That would have been a long way to mosey, especially for a detainee. But what if this prison has utilidors?
What?
You know, at Disney, how they have the whole underground corridor system?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
What if they're...
Like at Gatewater Land.
Yeah, what if he vented?
That's true.
Oh my god, Amogus.
I see a vent
Can we
in
talk
here.
Can we talk about the recent crossover too that came with this game's release? Ace Attorney Amogus Real.
Is it?
Yes. They had Miles Edgeworth skin in Among Us.
I don't remember this.
The first time I've heard this, that sounds amazing.
But
Oh my god, I can't. We have to play Among Us now as Miles
Sounds
Edgeworth.
amazing.
yeah,
Like,
maybe once we finish
genuinely,
this
I
game.
feel like we should stream that.
Yeah, that would be fun. But it's
We could have guests.
it's not surprising because the developers of Among Us, I know the Henry Stickmin developers were involved.
Yeah.
And in the very
Yeah.
first Henry Stickmin game, there's, I think it's the first one, there's a lengthy Phoenix Wright reference.
Yes. Yeah, the very first
yeah.
one is literally just a parody of Ace Attorney at the
Yeah.
end.
So, I suppose we'd
Yeah.
better take a closer look at Knight's body. I'm gonna get all up in there. We'll need to examine the scene of the crime carefully if we want to get to the bottom of this. Yay, time to check the nooks and crannies. I know he doesn't say that, but he does. He means it.
Yeah.
Alright, there's a lot to look at in here.
What do you think this room is for?
Maybe a dog?
Doggo?
Doggo?
I don't know, this pulley system is wild.
Yeah.
Bronco
Also,
Knight.
it looks like
What if he
Francisco was in here.
Oh,
They got a whip in there.
yeah, Bronco Knight, killed the day before his court date. We'd better take a closer look. Yep, that guy is dead.
He's so dead.
Alright, let's look at the wound.
Huh. His neck brace is soaked with the blood from the hole in his neck.
I would assume that's because he's dead, and that it was probably instantaneous. Hopefully. He wouldn't have even had the chance to cry out for help.
Gross.
So it's like it was instantaneous because he like snapped his neck, but like, you don't bleed that much usually. Maybe like he bled out, which wouldn't have been instant. Anyway, there's a small cut on his scalp too. Was he struck with something? Maybe he fell and hit his head after he was stabbed in the throat.
You're stealing lines, Dan.
It's possible,
Arrest him.
but it's too early to say it with any certainty. Okay, you have your camera with you, correct? Could you let it to the detective so he can photograph the body? Sure thing.
Sure.
All yours, Gummy.
Shut the fuck up. Sure thing. All yours, Gummy.
The truly captive ones are you two.
Yeah.
I'm stealing your lives.
Thanks. All right, here we go. I did that on purpose, not because I didn't see the lines. I did that on purpose just to remind you how to steal my lines. Oh, sure a mess though, huh?
Indeed, but they appear to be covered in dirt.
Guess he's like me when it comes to laundry.
Gross.
It would be a grave error to think that anybody else could be quite like you, detective.
Damn.
I'm in this box.
Huh? Is that?
Is that a chessboard?
I see one of these in your office, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm sure you have, detective. It's a pocket chess set. The victims, I imagine.
Makes sense. He loves chess, after all.
Yeah, it would have been a good way to pass the time.
Maybe the reason he was here is because, like, he was playing chess with one of the guards who was...
Maybe he was so engrossed in his chess set, he just started wandering around.
doing something he was not supposed to. A rubber glove.
Yup. Just the one, though.
I should examine it in more detail. Smells bad.
What?
Inmate use only. I guess that means...
Then it must be one of the prisoners who was using it, right?
Yes, you would certainly imagine so. Go up, please. Okay. The fingers are covered in blood on this side. I think we can safely assume that this glove was dropped sometime after Knight's blood has been spilled.
We can? How come?
Explain it! Jeez, because had it been on the floor when the pool of blood was forming, then the blood would have flowed around it, but not underneath it.
Oh, means there'd only be a band of blood around the edges of the fingers and not all over the backside.
Assuming the glove was discarded after the blood had been pooled around the body,
Maybe a murderer ditched it after they did the deed.
it's certainly a possibility. At the very least, whoever it was that dropped it must have seen the body. You there? Yes, sir? Have you seen that glove before? Yes, sir. The prisoners wear them for work. Strange, though. I didn't know this guard was gonna talk so much. Do you wanna take this guard, Duncan?
You can keep doing it. I don't mind it.
Okay. It's strange, though. Prisoners issued with those gloves are under strict orders to keep them in their cells. They aren't allowed to take them out without permission, and we always check. I suppose that would explain why there aren't any other gloves in the workshop. Alright, what about this whole blanket rope? The body is partially covered by a dirt-stained tarp.
And there's a rope on top of it.
Was Knight tied up with the rope somehow? We should take a look under the sheets as well.
Oh, look at that red stuff.
What could it be? Yes, I'd say that's blood. Did
An
that.
expert deduction, Edgeworth, sir.
We should keep looking around. There's bound to be more secrets to uncover, I'm sure of it.
What about his ring? His hand? There's something on his finger.
Let's take a closer look, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's what we do.
It's a ring! And an expensive-looking one at that.
Oh yeah. Who buyed it for him? Don't even think about it, kid.
What? I didn't say anything.
Okay. I think that's all here, right?
Is it?
I'm getting a check mark over pretty
Yeah,
much
I
everything.
think.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we got it.
Okay.
I think we got everything. Maybe we got a logic something.
Why the heck am I here? I pressed escape. Or do we want to look around at other things first before we logic?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, oh, look there, because that's the same cloth.
What can...
Time to inspect every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
That's my line. Indeed. This area is too big to take in all at once. Fortunately, I can use to look up and down. I will scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
Unfortunately, Mr. Edgeworth, it does take a truly great thief to steal a catchphrase like that.
I've talked a couple of times about Snapcube on these streams.
Yeah.
Whenever she's playing a game and she gets to a part where like it has like letters or like it has like buttons, like to do this press. It makes me laugh every time. Looks like a pulley of some sort.
Maybe the prisoners used it for work.
I suppose so, yes.
Okay, so I know you're going to say no, but...
Absolutely not, Kate. You're not permitted to swing on that with the rope. I'll swing on that rope.
Ah, knew it.
Ugh, I should have known you were being serious. Can I swing on
Mr.
it?
Can I swing on the thing?
Weird having something like this in a prison, huh? A cage inside of a cage?
Technically, Kate. A prison isn't made up of cages, but cells.
What's the difference? No offense, Mr. Edgeworth, but you've got to look at the basic nature of things more.
Yes, and the basic nature of an investigation is the pursuit of accurate facts and information. Scary. These tarps are rather colorful.
They kind of stand out in a room like this, don't they?
They certainly don't look like they belong in a prison.
Look! There's a whip on top of them! You know what that reminds me of, right? Hey, maybe it's actually hers. Maybe she left it here.
Maybe
Not
she's
she-
a murderer.
Not a chance. She and her whip are attached at the wrist. Trust me.
It's the wrong style, too.
I'm like, who are they whipping? But then I'm like, probably the dog, I guess. But also, why?
No! Oh my god!
I mean, like,
That's so sad!
it's either that or the prisoners.
You... Just keep playing the game, Dan.
Okay. There was a. Are we uncovering that the flaws in the prison system in Ace Attorney?
Oh my god, there are flaws in the prison system?
There was a rope near Knight's body too.
Speaking of which, wanna see my super stealthy...
Rope escape tricks? Thanks, but I'll let you know when I'm in need of saving.
Fine.
She seems genuinely disappointed. Good.
Okay, puffing
That's
out her
exactly what I
cheeks.
wanted. Alright, I'm gonna look at that here. I'm just gonna roll around on the floor for a bit. You know that.
Getting your suit dirty.
That Invader Zim episode. Huh. The one with the germs.
You know what that means, sir? Footprints.
Ger's like, I'm just gonna roll around on the floor for a bit, okay? Too many footprints. Unfortunately, we'll need a specialist to identify them.
Guess we just gotta wait till forensics get here.
Yes, and in
Yeah, and
the
it won't
meantime,
take long after.
if you could refrain from treading all over it.
You're the one standing on it!
Wouldn't want to slip up and get that old jacket dirty, huh? Good point, Mr. Edgeworth. Thanks.
My concern was for the footprints, not your jacket, detective. Alright,
I think now it's logic time.
yeah, there's a bunch of stuff.
Logic!
There's the stuff on the table over here, though. Kind of cool.
What's with all the weird equipment?
I'm not sure, but I don't see anything particularly suspicious.
Smells weird though. Kinda musty. Like wet fur.
I didn't know you had such a keen nose.
Oh, it's nothing special really. Except when it comes to sniffing out treasure.
Remind me to seal all my valuables away in airtight containers.
No way, Mr. Edgeworth. I'd never steal any of your stuff.
But would happily steal someone else's? I'm not sure that's entirely reassuring. Alright, let's logic. The hardest logic puzzle
Whoa.
yet.
For real.
These tarps have a pretty distinctive design. In fact,
It's the same design as the bloody tarp around Mr. Knight's body.
yes, you took the words right out of my mouth.
That'll teach you to be so careless, Mr. Edgeworth.
Punches him in the stomach. Oh!
You need to keep your treasure close when there's a great thief around.
I thought you were on a sabbatical.
Eh,
Alright.
eh.
Not a bad bit of evidence gathering. Only took us 26 minutes.
Nothing can stop us when we're on the hunt together, right, Gummy?
You betcha. We're unstoppable. I'll bring your 3 musketeers.
It's a good thing there are 3 people playing this game. It's the perfect number for voice acting.
Exactly.
Let's
So
not get
true.
let's not get carried away, Detective. There's one thing we still haven't found.
Huh? What do you mean, sir?
What's missing from the crime scene? The murder weapon.
The murder
murder
weapon?
weapon.
Murder.
I see no signs of a murder weapon anywhere.
You're right. I didn't even think of that.
Come now, Detective. It's really upsetting. These are basic investigative principles we're
This
talking
is your job, bro. You didn't even think of it.
I felt
Oh,
like
gummy.
I know that like Gumshoe's always kind of been incompetent, but I wish he showed some detective skills sometimes. He can't even do
Oh,
it in the
yeah.
detective game.
Oh, it's a murder weapon. Yeah, I guess. Sorry, sir.
Don't worry, Gummy. It hadn't crossed my mind either.
A fact that hardly puts my mind at ease, Kay. It seems... A what? Items that could prove even potentially lethal are strictly controlled within a prison. After all, we wouldn't want the inmates getting their hands on them, would we? Which means acquiring a murder weapon would be hard enough, let alone leaving the scene with one.
Oh, yeah. Nice thinking, Mr. Edgeworth.
What was the murder weapon, and where has it gone? The answers to these questions may lie at the bottom of the well. Maybe the keys to figuring out what happened here. Oh boy. Who could it be?
I actually don't know who it is. Huh?
I actually think I know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah!
This guy.
Let's go. I've seen this guy all
Okay.
over the
I gotta workshop the voice a little bit.
all
Just
over
give me a
the cover of
second.
this game.
I think just like cool and suave would be my
That's why I'm trying to go
interpretation.
for it. Excuse moi, but this is the scene of the crime, right?
You're
Wait a sec. Are you? No way. Those piercing eyes, that furrowed brow.
Mr. Fender. Has been far too long.
So, cutting in really
Right.
quick,
Yeah. The name is bad.
Mr. Shields in the fan translation. The original name was Raymond Shields, aka Ray.
Although Eddie Fender is pretty funny.
Yeah, like that one's passable, but like forever in my heart, this man will be Ray Shields.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I've
I
got.
know, right? But even after all this time, I know that deep down, I know that deep ballad anywhere, and that neckwear odds. Manfred von Karma, the man, the legend. Gotta say, didn't expect to see you here. You're talking about, pal. Mr. Edgeworth, not that old geezer.
Detective, please.
Edgeworth? Wow, guess that explains the fresh face. Can't blame the guy for mixing the two up, though. You're a spitting image of the old devil in his day.
This music. I love a new character
hate
theme.
It's a bop. It's so good.
This might have to be the new stream starting music.
It's a good one.
I see you haven't changed. How many years has it been?
Man, good question. You never lose count, huh? Been away traveling for so long, I lost track. You know how it is. And I do remember you betraying everything you were supposed to stand for.
Wow. That really increased the tension.
Whoa. Where did that come from? Who are you anyway?
This is Eddie Fender. He's a defense attorney.
You don't say, Mr. Edgeworth.
Enchanté, as they say. Fender's the name, and defending's the game. I'm a bit of an ace attorney.
Hey.
Oh, that's the name. We're done.
Got it.
God,
So, yeah,
he said a Sonic line. Sonic's name speaks
Yeah,
my
I'm
game.
gonna have to like take notes on the side because I write for him in a server that I'm in.
Mhm.
This was, to be fair, this was before the remake came out, so I've heard he's different from the original. But in the fan translation, there were some things I was like, I don't like that, so I'm going to fix it. So I'm very interested to see how different he is in this version.
Well, he's very.
I think they handle the localization with him in this pretty good.
Yeah.
For the most
I know,
part.
some people have told me a couple small details about his personality from the new remake that we're playing right now. So I've tried to incorporate those in my writing, but I'm absolutely going to have to steal that from when he introduces himself.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an ace attorney.
Oh, I meant like,
Oh, the
Oh,
Defender's
shit.
the name.
defending's the name and defending's the game.
Yeah.
That's fun.
All right.
And I'm Kay Faraday, the Great Thief. I'm on sabbatical at the moment, though.
A great thief. Wow, that's so romantic. Très chic, if you will.
Right? It's nice to finally meet someone who gets it. I'm looking to expand the franchise, actually. I even made signing up super simple.
Signing up.
That's awesome. I'd love to come hang with you guys if you'll have me.
Sorry, I should have also mentioned that it's girls only. And they have to be super fun and super cool and...
Hey, I totally get it. No hard feelings, yeah? Come on, bring it.
He's
Already, this is so much better than the, like...
Yeah.
So for context, Dan, in the fan translation, he was a little bit creepy.
Okay.
Basically just straight
So-
up hits on her.
I really like
Yeah.
the like easygoing personality though.
Yeah. This is what I try to go for because, like... It'd be weird. You got to be kidding.
I mean, not great with boundaries.
Bad.
So far.
I'm just so used to how they do things elsewhere, you know?
Gives you 2 kisses on the cheek.
Yeah, it used to be like he was like he does still always like ask people for hugs, but like it was kind of in a way where it's like, "Okay, don't hug this man."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
And
mean?
why are you here, Mr. Fender?
Whoops, almost forgot this is your scene. Keeping the defense out is strategy number 1 in the Von Commer playbook, after all, isn't it?
Okay, I feel like you have beef with not me.
Yeah. Hey, you don't want to Von Commer stuff, pal. We'll get it.
Hold it! Detective, calm yourself. His attitude is unfortunately understandable.
It is.
I take it you're Mr. Knight's attorney.
Guilty as charged, Your Honor. Well, I was supposed to be, anyway.
So he was planning to represent Knight if his client hadn't been murdered.
So really quick, by the way, because he keeps doing air quotes.
Yeah.
The reason for that is because of a misunderstanding cultural wise, because here we use air quotes for sarcasm in America,
Uh-huh.
and it was misinterpreted by the game developers in Japan that air quotes were used for emphasis.
Okay.
So that's why he air quotes at times where it seems like it doesn't sound like he's being sarcastic. No, it's because he's putting emphasis on something.
That does seem
That
to be a
makes sense.
common thing. Like, you put quotes around something you want to
Yeah.
emphasize. What
Which,
is...
like, to be fair, I've seen people do that too, but I feel like I more often see it for sarcasm here in America.
Yeah, what is that one? It's like it was like on like a terrible design subreddit, and it's like someone's like campaign poster that is all like, I quote unquote promise to quote unquote help fix the quote unquote community. It's like, come on.
Uh-huh.
He and I would have faced off against each other in court. I'd better see what he has to say for himself. I'm gonna talk to you in 1 second. I want to get a charger for my phone. It'll be super quick. You guys vamp?
I was gonna say, so far my main takeaway is like how much he's traveled, I guess.
Yeah, I think they mostly tried to change it from him being like hitting on people to mostly being like, oh, he's your He's European, or rather, he traveled a lot.
Yeah. So
It's like a European custom to be like very.
yeah. I'm gonna be a nerd for a second and talk about like how I was
For a second.
interpreting him. Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, I was just saying, like, you're gonna be a nerd for only a second?
Oh, haha.
Ha ha ha
No, I
ha.
was just gonna say, like, I do think the travel note was interesting because that's actually something where, like, so for our viewers who don't do like RP-based writing, a lot of times a server will have you like write a sample for the character and make like a sheet for your interpretation of them, just so that like other people know what your interpretation of the character is like. And it's funny because I actually did mention in my sheet, like, I thought it would be interesting if he looked at international law but decided to do something else in the end. And so I'm sitting here very, very proud of my interpretation for that based off all the talking about travel he's done. Yay!
Like your dance
That's all.
moves.
Yeah. You like this? You like what you see?
That's okay. You'll see later.
Are you gonna show your badge to him?
Hold on.
Yes, you can.
Hold on. I can present my badge. I haven't done that a lot in these games.
For me, you should have. I always wanted to rock one of these upon my lapel. Thanks, you're a star.
I love him.
I never said I was giving it to you.
Just yanking your chain. I've already got a badge of my own, see?
Ugh! It's... You don't wear your attorney's badge?
Once in a blue moon. Goes nicely with my winter coat as it happens. It's got a dress to impress, know what I mean?
Impress who exactly? Alright then. That was pretty good. So, the victim asks you to represent him.
Sure did. We were supposed to have a little chat today.
As was I. But a guard showed up instead and told us that his body had been found.
As bummed about as you. Even brought him some weenies to cheer him up.
That is a bummer. That is a major bummer.
Oh no, now they'll have to go to somebody
And a
else.
cute little octopus
could that be?
too.
Yeah. Mr. Fender, you know you can't bring food into the prison.
Oh yeah. Well, it is here now. Want some? Little advice I picked up on my travels. So Moorish.
Throw it in the air, I'll catch it in my mouth.
Oh my god.
No thank you.
Fine, you do you. What are you doing here anyhow? Don't tell me you wanted to hear Night Side. Von Karma always was more of a convict the defendants at all costs guy. Didn't teach you that?
I just want an awkward silence after every time he does that. It's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
that was a long time ago.
If you say so. Sure you don't want any weenies?
No! Thank you. I love when a character is able to make that truth be like, God,
Yeah.
shut up. Have you... So on the chart of people who are shipped with Edgeworth, how high is this guy?
Not high at all.
Not high at all.
I need to jump in with that.
Okay.
So if you look at their ages,
But
Eddie is quite a fair bit older than Edgeworth by like probably about 10 years.
But they seem
Yeah.
like they have beef with
Okay.
each other, which is perfect
You-
recipe.
okay. Dan, you're gonna have to trust me on this one.
Diana.
Yeah, I
I
trust you.
cannot say it without spoiling it, but they are not a popular ship.
It's not.
No.
It's not the same as
Put it in
antagonistic ship as
No.
like Lang and him.
No,
Got
it's
it.
not the same.
I trust your wisdom. Your great wisdom. Have you met with your client previously?
Yes, indeed, Your Honor. Just yesterday, in fact. The Bronxter called me in the minute he was arrested.
Bronxter?
Sounded really freaked out, man. Oh yeah, Mentioned your little performance, too.
That dance that I just did?
According to him, you really made a nuisance of yourself.
That is not a kind word was spoken, I'm sure. Well, sticks and stones and all that.
Boy, did he not like you. Trash talked you something fierce. Can't say I didn't join the fun, though.
Fun? How dare you, Mr. Venter? I'm arresting
Lighten
you.
up, kid. I'm kind of a fixture in the visitor's room here. And I don't think I've ever had that much of gas.
A fixture in the visitor's room? Why?
Oh, so you come here a lot?
Yeah.
Hey, don't get the wrong idea, little sis. I'm never on the wrong side of the bars.
Oh, thank God they did it that way.
Little cisgender.
That's so much. This is so much better.
Just happen to know someone who is. The visitor's room is usually where I'm at, but this isn't exactly my first time to Clink either.
So what you're saying is that his writing in this game is a good
Yeah,
good
this
counter
is
argument
a
for
much-
that higher fans LOL kind of thing. You know that image
No, actually.
is it
You
was
lost
like
me a little.
it was like a thing that was like someone like took an image of Aloy from Horizon, the Horizon games, and they like quote unquote fixed her by like just smoothing her out.
Oh yeah, now I know what you're
And
talking
then they
about.
were all like higher fans LOL, and it's like,
Yeah.
but this
Like,
is why
I
we
do think
don't.
the fan translation was overwhelmingly very good, and like I would have to check the Japanese to see if he actually had that same like issue in the Japanese version. But like either way, I do really appreciate that they made him less of a creep.
Yeah.
Because he, in my opinion, he's genuinely a good character. I like him. It's just there were some things that were pretty unsavory.
They kind of iron out those details in the official translation, which I like.
Yeah.
In which case, I'd better ask him what he knows about this room. But let's frickin' keep talking. Tell me, what do you know about the scene of the crime?
Hmm? Oh, this room? No, dude. Do you know about it? I'll give you 3 choices.
A classroom, a morgue, a recreation room.
So I would say, Dan, rule out the impossible and whatever remains, no matter how improbable, must be the truth. I know what the answer is, and Duncan does.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't seem like a classroom or a morgue.
It doesn't seem like a recreation room, though. Are they here for fun?
Well, definitely not a morgue.
It's not a morgue.
Is it a classroom?
What, like they tied the Bronx Drug in to teach him a lesson? Check out those powers of deduction. A pound in the head for our genius prosecutor. Now, let's see what the answer has to say, shall we? Oh no, you got it wrong.
Fuck!
This is actually a workshop.
This is a running bit of his.
Failed run. We have to reset now. We have to start
Yeah.
from the beginning of this game. We'll get
From
the
what I
bad
understand,
ending.
this is a pretty running bit.
It's like we get the bad ending for picking that wrong, and it's like, no! So all the options it gave me were wrong. How infantile.
It's going in the Edgeworthisms there.
Yeah, infantile is good.
The pawns come here to perform various duties. They can learn new skills too, bring some qualifications for when they get back on the street.
I see. And how is access to this room controlled? Who has the key?
Chill out, Edgeworth. I don't have all the answers.
I'm completely chill.
My man over there probably does, though. Right, compadre?
Yes, sir. The workshops aren't locked with physical keys. Their doors are fitted with sensors instead. What kind of sensors? Inmates are issued with special bracelets, sir. When they walk through a workshop door, the sensor checks their bracelet. And if they're not supposed to be there, ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, an alarm sounds. If they let it ring for too long, then they get a real shock, if you know what I mean. And if they try to break or remove the bracelet, a shock 3 times worse than that. Okay. I'm having, since it's coming out soon, since season 2 is coming out, I'm having Andor flashbacks.
What? That's brutal.
It's pretty intense. I guess they need to ensure that the inmates follow the rules. But that does sound a bit excessive. If they wish to pass through a door like this one, prisoners need to be accompanied by a guard. We disable the sensors for them and let them in.
You got all that?
Have any prisoners used this workshop today? No, sir. Oh, I keep forgetting it's me. No, sir. No one's been in here for days. I know if they had. So no prisoners have entered, let alone used this workshop today. Okay. Which means that there's a contradiction in the crime scene. What is it? I didn't get it.
There's something here that shouldn't.
Namely, there's something here that shouldn't be. The dead body.
Okay, sure. Let's start in.
I'll take another quick look around the crime scene and employ my powers of deduction to solve this mystery. Bye. Alright, let's peek at the body once more.
Something that shouldn't be here, Dan.
One of these things is not like the other.
The chest thing is weird.
One of these things does not belong.
Well, for one...
Take a look at your evidence, maybe.
Okay. For one, though, if they're supposed to wear a collar that shocks them, he's got a brace around his neck. That might come into play
It's
later.
not a collar, it's a bracelet.
He wasn't a prisoner either.
Is it a collar or a bracelet?
It's a bracelet.
Okay. Never mind.
Other evidence should be that.
I'm looking at other evidence. Inmate use only. Colorful tarp. Workshop A.
See, what do we just get? What do we just get added as evidence? Huh?
The door. That's all.
I would say the door is not it, but the door is related to it. Think about what was just told
The
to
door
you.
is important for this.
Okay, hold on 1 second. No, that's not what I want. Stop! I clearly missed a thing of dialogue.
And you've gone a little too far.
No, I wanted to go back up here. Accompanied by a guard. Disable the sensors. I mean, there's the ring. I think this is just like... I feel like you're trying to feed this to me the wrong way.
Need a hint? So, do you need a hint?
Yeah.
Okay, so keep in mind, no inmates were in here today.
Yeah.
What is in here that only an inmate could have brought in?
The glove.
Yeah.
Right, because of the property of inmates. Huh?
Okay, so that's what I was thinking. I just didn't put together that you were trying to be like, oh, the door and the glove, on the glove.
Yeah, exactly, because that shouldn't be here if there was no inmates in here today.
Prisoners aren't able to come and go from this workshop as they please. The door sensor would detect their bracelets, and the alarm would sound. What's more, according to the guard, no prisoners were authorized to be in this room at all today. And yet, here we have a rubber glove, of the kind issued to inmates. This is a clear contradiction.
So where did the glove come from, sir?
I don't know, Detective. Not yet, anyway. All I know for now is that the glove is a valuable piece of evidence. Absorbing it in my body. You, apart from the prisoners and guards, who else has access to this room? No one, sir. This is a prison after all. Prisoners and guards are pretty much all there is here. Mr. Fender.
Come on, don't play us like that, friend. We both know that's not true. You know as well as I do, the prisoners and guards aren't the only ones who can come in here.
Ha 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 ha! Oh ho ho ho! Do you mean? Oh, sorry. What it was? Hold on. Shut up, Edgeworth. I got it. But sir, they're... Mr. Fender, would you care to get to the point? Who exactly are you talking about?
What? You don't have a pair of peepers in that head of yours? You didn't see them on the way in? Wandering around the corridors, chilling with their buds? I bet if you mosey on out of the door right now, you trip over on one of them before you take a step. Listen, girl, there ain't no room for your baloney.
Oh, hi. I would like some bologna, please.
Take a chill pill, big guy. I'm on your side. You know, for such a wild fella, you have a very narrow mind.
Dang.
What is you?
Detective! You're never allowed to show emotion.
This reminds me of the meme that's been going around from the Archie comics lately where it's like, down boy!
Yeah, I've seen
And then
that.
the other
yeah.
character barks like a dog.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir. Well, just follow me, okay? Seeing is believing. Isn't that what they say?
Nope, okay. Oh. What the fuck is this? Are these rocks that we're standing next to?
I know. You'll see.
Oh my
This is
god.
an ordinary prison. Here, the humans share their space with some special friends. Oh my
Tony!
gee.
That bunny is huge!
Hold on. Monkey?
Perhaps it's a hare. Monkey?
Monkey? Monkey.
That monkey has a really pink face.
Yeah, well, it's
I mean, it's
is it?
built like a rabbit, but it's the size of a hare.
What are those monkeys? Those are the ones that go in the hot springs in Japan.
Those are-
Yeah,
those are
yeah.
the monkeys that live in Japan. They live up north.
Yeah.
Macaque? Maybe?
Japanese
I'd
macaque.
have to double check.
Yeah, I think so.
I
Wow.
know the macaques are
Macaques
they're
really
literally one of the
hairy.
most common. They're one of the most common types of monkeys, so.
No one likes the ninja sex party joke. Anyway. Animals? You're all animals!
Furred and feathered fellows of all shapes and sizes. Guard filled me in on how it came about. Seems they decided to try a little experiment in animal therapy a few years back.
Yeah.
The guards are assigned a crew each, a buddy to help keep their spirits up.
Really? Wow, that sounds like so much fun!
Okay.
I want a pet!
Yeah, well, it's...
Plus, inmates can even get pet care qualifications if they go through some job training with the animals.
Oh, that must be what all the equipment in the workshop is for!
You got it. Room set up specially for that training stuff. So, you said somebody else could have been at the scene of the crime. Exactamundo, big guy. I was talking about these guys. That gives me you're still talking baloney. Any animal too with a rubber glove, huh? Good question. All I'm saying is that it was possible. The rest is Mr. Prosecutor's problem. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, If you want me to mess this place around you, just say the word.
You are a walking, talking piece of baloney. You just
Oh
like
my god.
gets really mad. Let me get this straight. Are you saying these animals can wander freely around the prison?
You know those sensors on the doors? They detect the prisoner's bracelets and sound the alarm when somebody goes walkabout. Well, for our furry friends, it's the other way around. They're fitted with microchips that open the doors right up.
They are?
Uh-huh. They're implanted just under the skin around the shoulders. Big needle, quick jab, and voila.
What? Doesn't that hurt?
No, they don't feel a thing. That's what they tell me anyway. Now, where was I?
Yeah, I'm like, you can't know that.
Yeah.
They probably do, but like, it's just a shock.
Alright, so the point is, they're not the baddies here, so there's no reason to punish them.
It's ironic, really. Here in this institution where the humans are caged, the animals are free to roam to their heart's content.
Here's where it's the real poet, isn't he?
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
They're not completely free, though. They can't leave the prison proper, for one thing. No sensor on that big mother of a door out, you see.
Ah. What's that? What's that tinkling sound?
Ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
Who's tinkling?
God.
Sir?
Dog.
I love the dog spray.
Look at him.
He looks so good.
What breed of dog do we think this is?
That's probably a Mastiff.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a dog who looked just like this when I was younger. So.
Aw.
Yeah.
Just,
Well, he was a Mastiff mix, but...
just look at that thing. And is that a bell around its neck? That explains the sound, I suppose.
Is he just having a stare down with the dog?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Ah,
dead.
that was a sick beat.
Mr. Edgeworth, were you seriously trying to stare it down?
I was joking.
I refuse to lose to a dog.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna fight this dog right now.
No, for nothing, sir. But your dog handling skills could use some work.
This is funny because Edgeworth canonically has a pet dog.
Most dogs
Is he
don't.
really?
Yeah, Pest.
No.
I forget which game it's mentioned in, but at some point he does mention that he has a dog and the dog's name is Pest.
That's very nice. I like
most-
that detail.
Most animals don't like being stared directly in the eyes unless they like you.
Yeah.
Know you.
Yeah, it's seen as a sign
Yeah.
of aggression. Although dogs
Also-
are a little different since they're supposed to
Yeah.
be more sociable.
Yeah.
So,
Just fun little detail, by the way. It's not stated what breed of dog Pest is, but a lot of people... I've seen a lot of interpretations where Pest is a Borzoi.
oh, that'd be
Long-
really good. I could see
Long
that.
dog. Long dog.
Is
Long
it-
dog.
His dog has the same name as Chica in Kaguya-sama,
Yeah, the same name.
Mm.
because it's I think that's kind of like a generic
Yeah.
name for a
That's
dog
it.
in Japan.
Leave it to a pro. I know how to treat him right. Come on now. Don't do me. Nope.
Aw.
Wow, you suck.
Man, nor by a dog.
I suck. That dog was certainly very different to the other animals. And it seemed to have a real thing against me. And only me. So now it's my enemy.
Alrighty then. You met the menagerie. What's next? Guess we better interview some witnesses, right?
Seriously, how did you miss these guys? If they're all over the place.
It was intentional.
Yeah, I know, but... Indeed,
Yeah.
we need more information regarding what happened around the time the body was found.
Then let's start with that guy. Hey, you in the cell. I forget who's voicing this person.
Probably you.
Me? Okay.
Do
you want to do it, Dan?
There's
I
one.
can do it. You can do
There's model prisoner. That's not.
Yeah, that's not model prisoner. So this
Okay.
one, for the voice, you'll see why. Think
Okay.
Italian American.
Okay.
it. Start again.
Just the stutter at the beginning makes me think. "Huh! Hello. We were wondering if you might be able to tell us anything about this morning's incident.
Is anyone else a little afraid of this guy?
Not a big talker, huh? It's alright, man. I'm on your side here. Let's start with a handshake, huh? Maybe a hug to break the ice.
Duncan, are you doing this guy?
Sure, I could do it.
Yeah.
Seconds. Out.
Question? Exclamation point? What's that supposed to mean? Question mark. I know.
Hey, I get it, man. Not everyone's hugging time. I'm cool with that.
Oh my god.
Round one. 10 reps each.
So the reason I said Italian American was because, like, Rocky Balboa.
Okay.
I love the polar bear. It's so
Yeah,
derpy.
what
It's so good.
What is this man up to? I'd better see what he has to say for himself. Your name?
From the blue corner, it's Rocco. D259 Casalvato.
Oh, I am this guy.
Oh,
You go.
What?
You do it, Dave.
Okay, let's frickin' do it. From the blue corner, it's Rocco, D259 Carcerado. Don't mind if I keep moving through you, boss. Fighter can't let his heart rate drop, see? It doesn't look like there's any danger of that. Don't you worry. Don't you worry you'll lose too much weight doing all that? Doing all that. Gotta make weight. Gotta make me wait before a fight, boss. Won't even make it into the ring if you don't.
So you're... Wait, I get it. You gotta be a boxer, right?
Was. Back in the day. But it's good to stay fighting fit, leastways. Or fighting fit. Leastways, that's how I see it.
so is the bear part of your training too?
There's a bear on me?
Looks kind of like an apron. It's so cute.
Ain't nothing cute about Teddy. Kid's my partner, see? This here's polar bear keeps me on my toes. That's right.
Look at the poor guy. He's sweating.
We have endangered animals here.
I know.
Bears
He's so
even
cute.
sweat?
I don't know.
I don't think they
Probably
can.
not, 'cause, like, I feel
imagine
like-
they're probably like dogs.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They probably pant.
Yeah, most mammals do.
Yeah.
He seems to have loosened up a little. Now's my chance. Where were
These
you
fights are so good.
Yeah, where were you and Teddy at the time? Where were you and Teddy at the time of the incident? Come on, boss. I ain't no stoolie. And I don't know nothing no-how. I'll be the judge of that. Please answer the question. You punched drunk or something, boss? I told you. I don't know zip. Ugh. So we won't play ball.
Guess there's only one thing to do, huh? Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Phoenix fight. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Finally.
Indeed, the more he protests his ignorance, the more certain I am that he's hiding something. Alright, let's see exactly what you do. And what you do and don't know, shall we, Mr. Carcerato? No.
The chess dimension.
Hate being sucked into the chess dimension. Now, let us analyze the state of play. He adopts a boxing stance when he's on high alert. My guess is that things won't go well if I push too hard at such moments. When my opponent is on the offensive, I should remain calm and bide my time. He's bound to reveal an opening eventually, which is when I'll pounce. First, let's see if our friend here, not little, kind of little, kind of tiny, kind of short, friend
He looks
here
like a
knows
lightweight, maybe.
anything
Or
about
like midweight.
the incident. I'll start by asking about his movements, and bring this fight to an end before he knows what hit him, which will be me. Mind chess commence. Why don't you start by telling me about what you've done today? You will answer me, Mr. Carcerado. What? You want a shot at the champ? Is that it? Then put him up, pal. It gave me some good instructions before that, so
Yeah.
I'm ready. Thrown in the towel already? That's gotta be a record. Fisticuffs is hardly my style.
Fisticuff. Duncan, you know what to do.
Yeah. I don't fancy myself a pugilist. Anyone know the word pugilist?
Not off the top of my head.
It's someone who fights. It's a fighter.
Cool.
But I'm more than happy to take you on in a game of chess. Incidentally, don't you get tired ducking and diving like that all the time? You think I don't got the stamina, kid? Oh, just you try me. Alright, he's still in a...
Oh, you believe me, I will.
Believe me, I
God.
will. Oh, let's
Can
go.
you imagine?
I ain't tired. Not today, not ever. Especially not today. Took it real easy this morning. Had me some quiet cell time. Jerked off, hardly broke a sweat.
Oh my god.
It's like, really? That sounds delightful.
Really? I wish I could do that in my office.
Oh my god.
You look pretty sweaty to me. Give me a break, will ya? I'm done talking, okay? I'm tired. Yeah, real tired.
It hurts.
You may have kept your... you may have kept your boxing skills sharp, Mr. Carcerado, but I'm afraid your lying needs a bit of work. Tired? Really? I hardly think that's possible. Especially not after you just told me about your quiet cell time this morning. Oof. We gotta be careful here. We gotta be careful here, Teddy. When this guy lands, he lands.
Oh, the training weights.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Rock Lee.
Yeah, Naruto fans know this is... it's getting
Shit
serious.
just got serious.
He's hiding
Yes.
something, I'm sure of it. I should try asking him about what was happening at the time of the incident, both in and outside the cell. Brrr. I won't need to use my fists in the next round. No, I'll deliver this knockout using carefully chosen words alone. Do you remember what you were doing at the time of the incident? I was, catching some Zeds.
Oh my god.
He would not say Z. What? Catching some Z's. We both was. The incident happened only a short while ago. You seem wide awake, all things considered. Fighter's got to be able to catch up, or to get up quick when he's down. But he needs his beauty sleep too. Builds muscle. Is that so? Then I apologize for waking you. I've read that rest is an important part of any boxer's training regimen. You don't say. So Mr. Prosecutor's savvy when it comes to the fight game, huh? Who knew? Interesting. How do you know I'm a prosecutor? I don't remember telling you. You've been eavesdropping, haven't you? You've been listening to every word we said out here in the corridor. Which means you weren't asleep, and that you were lying. Again. You're a good kid. Caught me clean with that one. Alright, I admit it. I was catching those Z's. But what? That guy can't work out in the cell no more without lawyers getting involved? Or is a man taking care of himself a crime now? The fact that we now know he was awake is an important development. It could well prove a useful clue. Did you notice anything strange around the time of the incident? I'm not reading these options before I click them sometimes, because I'm on a timer and I'm stressed. What do you mean, strange? Well, he's not in a fighting stance. Which one should I do?
I don't know. Duncan.
Don't play dumb. I'm gonna be aggressive.
Okay,
for
that
once.
wasn't it.
Answer the question. Tell me what's going on around that time. Which I can help you, boss. But I was asleep. We both was. Time to deploy my clue. Oh,
What a clue.
that was kind of correct. Enough of your barefaced lies. You weren't asleep. You weren't exercising. You told me as much yourself. Ooh, a counterpunch, huh? Should have seen that one coming. It seems I have you on the ropes, Mr. Carceron. It's time to come clean about what you know. Alright, you don't gotta shout about it. Stomping around like you own the place. Teddy and his pals have been scared enough since this morning. Already? Already. Woo! That was easy. My time got down to half, though. You've done well to endure this long, but I fear you'll be soon out for the count. You say the animals have been scared enough already, which implies something happened here earlier. Well, what is it, Mr. Carcerado? Ugh,
Talk about a knockout.
quit it, will ya? I'm getting shellacked here. Fine. Somebody yelled, okay? Real loud. Real scared. Got all the little guys scared, too. Yeah, laugh at that, Mr. Big Shot Lawyer. Let me see you do the same thing in the ring. Checkmate. Nice.
He's like, okay, you can beat me in this, but can you beat me IRL? Huh?
No. Well, we'll see when the Phoenix Fight game comes out. It would be a great fighting game.
I'd play it.
I mean, Arc System
I'd
Works.
buy all the DLC.
Arc System Works already did the sprites for these games. So, and they did the Persona Arena games. There's not that many crazy powers, I think, in those games. I mean, they do use, like, their personas maybe a little bit. Anyway. I think we've established that you know more than you're letting on, don't you? Fine, I'll talk.
You did it, Mr. Edgeworth!
Let's not get carried away, Kay. Our work here has only just begun.
Hey, can we call time out for a sec, guys? There's something super big I need to say.
How big?
It's just, well, it's like fate brought us here today. After all these years, Edgeworth. And it's a real privilege watching how you work. Eye-opening stuff, in fact. Just thought you should know to be telling you-know-who what you've become.
Who know who? I need to, like...
Get the lowdown, huh? Well...
Hold it!
I want to grab something really quick because I don't know what it is today, but, like... Usually I don't have a problem voices in K, but, like, the raspiness is getting to me today.
Yeah,
You all can
Okay.
keep going, I'll just be a sec.
okay. I will be Kay if the time comes. But that's enough. This has nothing to do with Kay.
Whoa, don't have a cow, man. Why so sensitive?
Who are you? Bart Simpson? Report whatever you wish to whomever you wish. Just do it on somebody else's time.
Whatever you say, boss man. But I think he should know at least.
Is he talking to Von Karma in prison? Or is it
Hi,
someone
I'm back.
else?
Von Karma was executed.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who is he talking about? I'm just trying to go over possibilities.
It makes sense.
He's talking about that man. No, don't tell him.
You know how you've been living your life since you signed on to do things the Von Karma way? After all, you've disappointed him enough for one lifetime already. Am I right?
What's he talking about, Mr. Edgeworth?
Nothing that need concern you, Kay. Our focus should be on Mr. Carcerado. Now, shall we continue? It's time to hear the truth at last. You won't land the glove on me, kid. Oh god, I gotta talk to myself more. There was
If
a
you need
show.
someone to jump in,
Nah,
then you can ask Duncan or me.
I got it. But this voice,
Okay.
I'm doing a little bit of a raspy thing, so I'm also hurting my throat.
They sell these, I'll send you a link to them, but they make this cool Japanese stuff, and it, like, numbs your throat a little bit.
Oh yeah, throat
So
spray?
that's what I want to wait. It's kind of like throat spray, but, like, you kind of, like, it's like a powder that you swallow. So that's
Okay.
what I ran
Oh,
to go get.
okay. There was a show, finished right around 10 a.m. Came back after, did me some training. Leastways, I tried to. Barely got to the count of 2 before somebody screams, "What the ah!" The guy was hollering and howling, crying for help. What can I do? I'm locked up in here, right? So I tune it out and get back to work. I find it curious that you would pay so little heed to a desperate cry for help. Like I said, boss, what can I do? Besides, this is the joint. Don't nobody thank nobody for getting involved in what ain't none of their concern.
I hear you, brother. Best you can do is rubberneck from in there anyway, am I right?
Don't call me brother. You mentioned training, Mr. Carcerado. I can't help but notice how well equipped your cell is. There's this guy. There's a guy, the Fixer they call him.
What's a fixer?
Fixes you up with stuff. Fellow can get his hands on just about anything you need for a price. What was he about to say? We'll never know.
Insert weird object of your choice.
Think you can find me a doomsday device? Perhaps, Mr. Carcerado, what you ought to ask for is a beginner's guide to giving a better testimony, because I can promise you that you'll be down for the count in 1. You put me down? Try it, you bum.
And what am I? Chopped liver?
Yes. You're a chopped liver man. You're a baloney man. The baloney man. In theaters starts Friday. That's an old Game Grumps bit. Anyway. What is this show?
Hold it!
What kind of show was it exactly? Depends on the day. They bring them in from outside, see? Singers, dancers, all kinds. Give us cons a little something to look forward to.
Nice. That sounds like fun.
Kay's just like, I want to go to prison, Edgeworth. And you went along to see today's show? Sure I did. Can't miss a chance to get a glimpse of the outside world now, can I? Then it was over. Okay then. Did me some training. Nothing sticks out.
Hold it!
Tell us more about the scream you heard. If the scream of Guy about to scream his last, I should know.
Don't get
Whoa
us
there, big buddy.
flabbergasted.
There's a time and place, you know.
I didn't kill anyone. Or did I? So it was clearly audible. Guy backed into a corner, fighting his life. You ever hear something like that, boss? Well, I have. Yeah, it was clearly audible.
Hold it!
And that's all you heard? There was nothing else? Nope, nothing much anyhow. So there was something. What else did the victim say? You have to tell me. No, I do, huh? Why don't you come over here and see it, and I'll see if I can make it squeal like he did.
God damn.
Forgive the kid here. He doesn't know what about it. Come on, Miles. Apologize to the good man.
But this is clearly important. And yet, he insisted on remaining infuriatingly vague.
Look, friend. How about you let this slide, please, for me?
So yeah, I heard a voice like I said. Okay.
Hold it!
You were able to concentrate on your training even after hearing all that screaming? Look, if we was on the outside, maybe things would have been different. Maybe I'd have seen what I could have do. But this ain't the outside. I can't go no place, even if I want to.
And you didn't think to slip out from your cell to go sneak a peek?
I don't think anyone else would have thought about doing that except you, Kay.
If only this wasn't a prison. Maybe Mr. Knight might have lived.
I somehow doubt it. Frankly speaking, there was no saving him.
God damn. What? But if somebody could have just gotten him to him in time.
Mr. Carcerado is clearly lying, but I don't understand his why. See what I can uncover by pointing out a contradiction in his testimony. Okay.
Alright, there's a show. Finished at 10 a.m. Can we...
I didn't press this line.
Do we have like an autopsy or anything? No.
Yeah, it doesn't
Cool.
say a date.
We don't have a time of death then.
It doesn't really show us where, Okay, I'll read. Did I never look at this? Can I unlatch this?
Yeah. Come on, come on, come on! Hurry up and open that class!
This is murder investigation. You sound like a child on Christmas morning.
Oh, please. Even your heart must skip a beat when you're about to open a mysterious box.
Not all of us think like you do, Kay, thankfully. I didn't do this earlier. Huh.
These are chess pieces, right? I've seen the ones you have in your office. So, how come these are black and white and not gay color?
Most chess pieces are. The ones in my office are custom made. to reflect...
Gay.
to reflect my feelings.
As in, they're unique and probably valuable? I like the sound of that.
Just got that glint in her eye. She better not be planning a robbery. Alright.
Oh, Miles, that's worse than your gay-ass chess set.
Well, that was useless.
Did we press this line yet?
I did not. I can do
Okay.
that real quick.
Yeah, we might as well really quick.
What did this training involve? Oop. Let's see now. Today was stamina and rhythm work, which means jumping.
What? In that tiny cell? How? And what about Teddy? Isn't that dangerous for him?
Kid's no dummy. Second I get my rope out, he jumps up and holds on tight. His claws are deep in my body.
Oh my god.
You jump rope with a polar bear clinging to your chest? It's a weird fucking sentence, isn't it? I told you, didn't
Yeah.
I? We're partners. And besides, a little extra weight is good for me. Anyway, I started jumping rope.
Okay. I tried to... Really... To...
Oh, I know. I think I get it.
Ooh.
Okay. What is it?
Brain blast?
So Dan,
Yes.
this is the line right here where there's a contradiction on this line.
Barely get to the count at 2. For some reasons. What the? Well, he died instantaneously.
Yeah, look at his body too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Killed
yeah.
it with a stab wound to the throat.
He'd scream if he was stabbed in the throat.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Objection!
He's actually do that if
Yay.
he's been stabbed in the throat.
Nice.
That makes sense to me. Are you listening carefully, Mr. Carcerado? Huh? You trying to be cute or something? Always. I'm always cute. The victim died from a wound to the throat, and very quickly at that. He had neither the time nor the ability to scream as you claim he did. Oh! You say you heard the victim's cries, and yet that would have been impossible. But there must have been a scream. He said there was. He said there was. Quit looking so smug, will ya? Fine, I admit it. I didn't hear nothing, alright. But the guy in the next cell did. He told me so. The next cell? You mean...
You mean?
It's the bird.
I know!
It's the one that we
They locked him up.
that we put on trial. He locked him up. Oh my god. Look at
Aiding and abetting!
those smears. Looks weird. Oh boy. Now who's this guy?
That guy's locked in.
Yeah.
I'll do it, I guess.
Yeah, you can be this guy.
What do you want? I heard a scream, none of it. We came back for the show and they put us in our cells, same as always. And then just like I told this guy, I heard it. A scream. Real scared one.
Scary how?
Didn't tell him this part, I guess, but it's kind of like a...
Someone, anyone, come quickly. He's something like that. Well, I guess it's safe to say that probably wasn't the victim.
Indeed. It sounds more likely to have been the person who found the body.
Ah, that explains it. So Mr. Carcerado was telling the truth, more or less.
Is that really the case, though? Are there really no problems with his testimony? Yeah, there's no problems. We're done here. There is a problem.
It's a problem.
I am afraid a new problem has reared its head. Namely, why didn't you hear the scream yourself, Mr. Carcerado?
Yeah, what gives, Carl? How come you didn't hear anything when your neighbor heard it clear as day, huh?
Eepy. Ah!
Ugh.
I got a shit. What do you think? I did the crime or something? Huh? From inside this here cell? Guy died over there in the workshop. In case you forgot.
Well, yeah, it does seem a little weird now that you mention it. He's right. Neither of us could have done it.
Wait, there has been no accusations.
Well, let me tell you, if I could have gotten into this cage here and murdered somebody, you are a toast.
Damn.
Also, there's definitely... Like that line. Also, there's definitely enough space to jump rope.
Yeah.
Also, why this guy has rocks in his cells. That feels unfair. But also, he's just threatening to murder someone, so... Ain't that the truth? You bums ain't leaving this place in one piece if any of us could help it. Oh, I almost forgot that these men are hardened criminals. Well, I won't be doing that again anytime soon.
I'm guessing wasn't how you saw this going, Ezra.
What's my next move here? I won't get much more out of this state. Hello?
All right, so I need some workshopping for this voice. I think I'm just gonna go like for very formal.
Yeah.
Is this perhaps the madame that I got for my promo post? It perhaps is.
Queen. I love her. Order in the court.
You get to do a very this music. You get to do a elegant voice, maybe.
I'm going for elegant and like commanding a presence.
Who died and made you the boss of me, huh? Can't you see we're busy here?
Hush now. Silence is golden.
It is?
Your hand, if you please.
Okay.
By the power vested in me, I hereby sentence you to blissful silence. Praise be, a simple life awaits you. No money, no possessions. May the goddess of justice watch over you now and always. Guard, if you would.
Looks like you'll be spending the night in solitary, buddy. What? Okay, come on! Please, boss, any place but there!
There is no need to be afraid, my child. If anything, you should rejoice. This is a blessing, a chance to redeem yourself, to be reborn.
Oh! The dragon.
Little Teddy's coming with him.
Oh, goddess of justice, bless your child and keep him in your care. Oh, Holy One, we give thanks in your name.
Hold on, I gotta look something up.
What are you looking up?
Hold on.
Also, are we liking this voice so far?
Yeah,
It works.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I like
I'll
it.
keep doing it.
I was trying to think, like,
I'm trying to sound a little... Sorry.
do I know a goddess of justice?
There would be some in Greek mythology. Absolutely certain.
I was thinking of there's Canon in Japanese, but that's goddess of mercy, so slightly different.
Yeah, a little different.
But that name kept coming to my brain. All right. And you are?
Verity Gavel, at your service.
Verity Gavel.
Also, it's Themis in Greek mythology, which you will see allusions to in later cases.
Okay.
It is my honor to bear the title of judge and to work at the pleasure of the law.
Ah, a judge. That is the other
Yes.
archetype that we haven't really covered.
By the way, Justine
Expanded
Courtney
upon.
in the fan translation. Which I don't mind Verity Gavel. I think that's a pretty name. I just also think that Justine is a pretty name too.
Yeah, I think for her, like, her presence, I think Verity Gavel is more fitting.
Yeah, I think
to
it
me.
works. I like it a lot better than the guy standing next to her, his new name.
Oh boy, yeah, you have told me. I
Yeah.
have heard tales. And what is a judge doing in a place like this?
Since you ask, Mr. Edgeworth, I've been sent here to find you. I come bearing a message from the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. And it is my sacred duty to deliver it. The Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence? What the heck is that?
The cope. No, the capi.
Swap. I don't know. It is the first and foremost a name that should not be taken in vain, my child. For it is the sacred phrase from the goddess of justice herself.
Why don't I fill you in, kiddo? The committee is a panel of 11 people whose job is to keep our beloved prosecutors honest.
And they've done a shit job in other games.
In other words, they make sure people like Edgeworth here don't cross the professional line.
What? Corruption in my Ace Attorney?
In my Ace Attorney?
The panel is comprised of people from both the legal and political professions. A panel of which you are a member, I assume.
I am. Allow me to thank you on the committee's behalf for your service.
Thanks for coming to see us like this. Speaking for myself, it's a real honor to meet you. It's always great to hang in there with the judicial. It's always great to hang with the judicial compadre. Come on, bring it in with and chillax. We're all friends here.
I love my judicial compadres.
Overruled.
And their new server.
Need I remind you that the committee has a long-standing relationship with the Bar Association?
Hey, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just trying to, lighten the mood, okay?
So, your job is to find bad prosecutors and punish them? Precisely, my child. Praise be to the goddess of justice for bestowing her gift of insight unto you. The committee has the power to remove problematic prosecutors from cases. And should a prosecutor truly unworthy of the title be brought to our attention, we are vested with the power to confiscate that prosecutor's badge.
And the committee for prosecutory whatever is one with Mr. Edgeworth.
Did you knock something over?
Yeah.
We're in the middle of an investigation here.
Objection!
Oh boy.
My son!
Oh boy.
Yay!
Alright. How should I workshop this voice?
Snotty.
Yeah. Pitiful. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, you really don't know, do you? What an ignoramus.
Perfect. You've got it.
You know, pal. Winner, Eustace Winner, Prosecutor Extraordinaire.
Sebastian the best.
Though you might know me as just the Winner, a name they call me down at the prosecutor's office.
Duncan, I think your cadence is perfect, but you are peaking on that mic. Something's weird.
I was leaning into it a little bit.
Yeah, I thought you were I thought you were just close.
Yeah.
That was why. With great affection, I might add.
I have never heard of you, and I immediately hate you with every fiber of my being.
That's my son! No!
And how about Detective Flatfoot over there? No? That means nothing to me.
Hey, only I'm allowed to insult him like that.
Well, it's to be expected of an ignoramus, I suppose. Ignorance is sweet, as they say. So I'm sure most things mean sweet nothings to you.
Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss, Winner. And I don't think sweet nothings mean what you think that it means.
It is entirely natural that you are not yet acquainted. Eustace only joined us last month.
Is Eustace on that diagram of is he the smart one in parentheses actually dumb?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is accurate.
So
I think he could be smart. He's just not quite there yet.
So he's nothing but a rookie?
I'm not just any rookie. I'm a winning rookie.
Which he will prove himself to be in due time.
Now, let's cut to the chase. I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth.
What do you mean? What mess?
I fear I know exactly what it means. The committee is sending an envoy with the new prosecutor in tow. I suspect I know what you're getting at, Winner. But I'm going to need a few more details. Would you mind explaining, Judge Gavel?
Very well. By the power vested in me by the goddess of justice, I hereby declare
You have to say that every time?
that In the matter of the incident at the presidential address and the murder of Mr. Bronco Knight, the committee hereby decrees that Prosecutor Edgeworth will be relieved of his duties
Oh, thank God.
and replaced by Prosecutor Winner. Here ends the verdict.
Ow! That was my leg.
What? He's Edgeworth off the case. Just like that.
Judge Gavel, I believe I asked for an explanation.
No explanation is required. The guilty verdict is in. The goddess has spoken, and her judgment is final.
Objection!
And what exactly have I done to warrant being taken off the case?
Come now, Mr. Edgeworth. Claiming your ignorance of your crimes will not serve to lessen your guilt. You boarded the presidential plane, violating the principle of extraterritoriality. And while there,
Just like headache.
yeah, you performed an unsanctioned investigation and subjected a visiting foreign leader to questioning.
Oh, right, it did happen.
Maybe I did do that, but it was super epic. You should have been there. Your Honor, it was epic.
You were one wrong move away from causing a major international incident.
What can I say? But that's just Ace Attorney. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Oh, Jesus.
You vastly overstepped the authority of your office. To call it an abuse of power would be no understatement.
Man, we're getting a lot of entries for the Phoenix Light game.
Objection!
I love her.
I don't deny that I may have pushed the boundaries where certain rules were concerned, but there is also no denying that certain risks must be taken if one is to arrive at the truth. I refuse to concede that my actions were inappropriate.
Overruled.
Damn it. She's
Then what you
overruled.
are saying is that the ends justify the means, that rules can be freely ignored. That is a very dangerous way of thinking. The law is absolute. It is not to be bent to your whim.
Forgive me, but not all of us believe as you do.
Is that so? How unfortunate. Still, it changes nothing.
Oh! My toe.
When a trial ends, the hammer falls. Be you defendant or attorney, even if the verdict seems irrational, nothing more can be done. Nothing, that is, but to give thanks to the goddess of justice's divine grace. Unless you wish to appeal. To do so would risk your badge, of course.
So they mean to take my badge if I don't play along.
Whoa. Tough break, Edgeworth.
Thanks.
I see you've accepted your fate. Good. Guards, if you would be so kind as to escort him out.
What are you doing, detective? I'm in charge here now, so you do as I say and move out of the way. Don't boss me. Unluckily for you, Flatfoot, that's exactly what I am.
You're holding all the cards here. I don't stand a chance. Detective Gumshoe, do as Mr. Winner says.
But sir...
Judge Gavel,
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
the committee's decision is beyond irrational, so yes, I do plan to appeal. You haven't heard the last of this.
Duly noted. Until we meet again, then.
Let's go, Kay. We're leaving.
Right. That's Kay sticking her tongue out.
Oh, and remember, you know who will be getting a full report on all of this.
I don't know. All right.
We've had so many major, like, really strong characters introduced
Yeah,
in this one.
this was
Pretty
like
great.
this is like a showcase of like some of the best characters of these.
These are some of the
games.
best characters.
Yeah, for sure.
So do we want to take a bit of a break before we get back?
I'm good to take a break.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to take a few minutes, that's all.
Yeah. All right. We will take a break and then we'll be back. Hopefully we can finish another section, but if we don't, that's fine.
Then we
We'll
don't.
see.
Yeah.
All right.
You're our captive audience. You have to subject to what we do anyways, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're holding you all captive. All right. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Here we go. We're back. Oh, I need to shut off the music. Okay. Haha. It wasn't that long. I got a snack. And it's all eaten.
Yay. What snack?
It was a cheese stick.
Oh, okay.
And I got a Dr. Pepper. So I guess kind of a snack.
Oh, hell yeah.
All the way back at the office.
Ah, finally.
I forgot this part. Wow.
A place where I can relieve myself.
Ew.
Okay, get out.
They interrupted him in his office again.
Ugh. I still can't believe what happened yesterday. It was terrible, the way those two treated you.
Now let's cut to the chase. I'm here to clean up your mess, Edgeworth.
The committee hereby decrees that Prosecutor Edgeworth will be relieved of his duties and replaced by Prosecutor Winner. Here ends the verdict.
I'm being bullied. Judge Cavell and Mr. Winner certainly didn't mince words. But that's not what concerns me right now. I'm more worried about the committee's reason for doing what they did. And what they might do next. I suspect it won't be good. Yeah, look at them here. They look like Seal.
This committee has aura. This picture has
Evangelion
aura.
reference for forever. Okay.
First, Mr. Edgeworth.
No, I'm
are you
making
listening to
Evangelion
me?
references. Yes, of course.
So this is it? You're going to give up on the Bronco Knight case?
No, I have no intention of doing any such thing. To walk away from a case would be to tactically accept the committee's decision.
Tacitly.
Tacitly. But geez, that's a word that... Put it on the list. Very infrequently used. The only problem is that I don't have the authority to continue investigating. Ow. Yes, what is it, detective?
I got some bad news, sir.
Why don't you ever call me when you have good news?
Oh, well, how's your day going, sir?
Terrible. I've been interrupted in my office again.
Well,
Yeah.
we're down to precinct is. They just arrested somebody for Nat's murder.
Oh, that fast, huh? What? Do you know who it is?
No, but I heard they're being held in the detention center. Maybe you could go talk to whoever it is.
You allowed?
Good idea. Let's go down there, Mr. Edgeworth.
Even without the authority to investigate, surely I can still pay a suspect an innocent visit. Just a little visit. Alright,
He's
we're on our way.
operating on Felix Wright rules now.
Yeah.
Me too. I'll see you there, sir.
But won't you be missed, detective?
No, everyone's busy in the prison going over a crime scene anyway.
Nah, everyone hates me. Good. Then we'll see you shortly.
Yes, sir.
Come on, let's. Okay, go.
You got it. Wee.
Can it be a little bit faster text? Alright.
I'm getting deja vu, Mr. Edgeworth. Still no sign of them, huh?
They died. Indeed.
Wait, this is just like last time.
Please don't tempt fate like that.
No, I can't. I just can't.
Duncan, this is also perfect.
Sure you can. I told you. It's just it's just like a happy card. Sure you can. I told you. It's just a pair of visitors.
Sounds like someone really doesn't want to see us.
Oh.
No.
Just talk with them, please.
But, one of them's a prosecutor, right? Aren't they all, like, super scary?
Yes.
All they do is stare at you, right into your soul.
Ah, you must be the suspect in the...
See, I told you.
Okay, this guy didn't murder anyone. Okay, why is this man so flustered?
Probably because you're being you. But I guess that's just how you are.
Thanks for clearing up absolutely nothing. No, she pretty much hit the nail on the head.
You suck, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, Mr. Suspect. You doing okay in there?
Shakes.
We just want to have a little chat with you. No biggie, right?
Who are you?
I'm Kay Faraday, Mr. Edgeworth's mage. I'm Mr. Edgeworth's trusty sidekick. Yeah, it's just a part-time gig I'm doing while I take a break from my real job, though.
Funny, I don't recall ever employing you.
That's Mr. Edgeworth. He is a prosecutor, but he's not going to stare a hole into your soul or anything.
No, please.
Really?
Really.
Really.
Anyway, can you first tell us your name?
It's Saint. Simeon Saint.
Okay.
Well, nice to meet you, Simeon. You can call me Kay. Everyone else does. I'm gonna put Kay's voice here for right now because I think that the doing it exactly like Tails is starting to grate at my voice.
Yeah, good idea.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. I would like to ask you a few questions, if I may.
Please, Simeon. We're trying to help you, I promise.
Simeon is that a name? Sometimes I hear names.
So,
and
fun
I'm like,
fact.
name?
His original name was Simon Keys.
Simon Keys. They're both supposed
As
to
in
be puns on
monkeys.
Yeah, they're supposed to be puns on monkeys,
Okay.
basically.
And I mean, first of all, they couldn't keep Simon because fan translation.
Yeah.
But also, I'm pretty okay with this change because there is a later character who is also named Simon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, the name's Simon Garfunkel.
I mean, I kind of think
God.
the name they went with
Middle
is a
name
little
and.
more clever than just Simon Keys.
Yeah.
Thanks to Kay, it sounds like we might finally get some answers at least. Perhaps you could start by telling us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, me? But why would anyone want to know anything about me? I'm boring. Nothing. Nobody.
Do you have a job?
Well, it's hardly worth mentioning, really. I'm just your average corporate pencil pusher, just like everyone else, honest.
Like everyone. This is going to take a while. About you and Mr. Knight. Shake. And just when I thought we were making progress. Okay? Oh! They're doing the...
What?
With their hands, they're doing the see no evil, speak no evil,
Yeah.
no evil stuff.
Yeah.
Speak no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Yep.
God. I get
Just like the monkey emojis.
I get the monkey. I get the monkey. And yeah. Okay.
So, Simeon, did you know Mr. Knight? Come on, you can tell me.
Bronco? Yeah, I knew him. He was, we were friends.
Interesting. I wonder if you knew that Knight had been arrested.
And, did you know that Mr. Knight had been arrested?
Yeah, I even came to visit him.
You came to see Knight. I wonder when that would have been.
And when was that, Simeon?
It was, the day before yesterday, around lunchtime. I came as soon as I got the call from the cops.
Police called him? Why?
How come the police called you?
They said Bronco asked them to, that he needed a favor.
A favor?
Uh-huh. He wanted me to bring him his chess set, the pocket-sized one. So I went by his place, and then I came here.
A chess set.
A chess set?
A chess set. Is it just
Chess
me?
set?
Is it just me? Yeah. A chess set. Is it just me or is she getting better at stealing my thoughts?
You do know that everything is written all over your face, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
What the fuck? She did it again. What the fuck?
He's mad.
Yeah, I'm not a mind reader, just an expression reader. Amazing, right? Don't you just love having a sidekick as helpful as me?
And have you read what my next move is going to be?
I sure have. There's something you want to show Simeon.
Your next line shall be.
Indeed, let's present it to him and see what he has to say about it.
Indeed, let's present it to him and see what he has to say about it. just like I'm
Good JoJo
still
reference.
saying it. Yeah. All right. Present the chess set.
Bennett.
Yay. So, this chess set.
Oh, that's the one I brought for Bronco.
Well, that settles that at least.
Well, we found it next to Mr. Knight.
He always had to have a chessboard somewhere nearby. I'm not surprised he had it with him when he...
Simeon, you and Mr. Knight were lovers, weren't you?
What? Well, maybe just a teensy-weensy little bit, you know, but...
I think it's so fun to, like, just... Whenever I can say it totally
Just
straight
sit up,
and not hint to it. It's just fun. Anyway, you were friends, weren't you?
Yeah, we were best friends. At least I thought we were. But I guess I was wrong about that.
What do you mean?
If I knew him so well, why was it such a shock for me to find out he had killed someone?
It's not easy discovering that someone you're close to has committed a terrible act. Crime. But it's a very bitter pill to swallow indeed.
How could it all end like this? I could never have imagined him doing something so awful. Ugh.
Something's not right here, Mr. Edgeworth. There's just no way Simeon murdered Mr. Knight.
Yes, he certainly doesn't seem to have any obvious motive. Then again, he wouldn't have been arrested for no reason either. I wonder what the grounds they had for doing so. Why were you arrested, Mr. Saint?
Oop.
I just don't get it. Why won't he talk to me?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't.
Whoa, he answered you, Mr. Edgeworth. I guess he's not scared of you anymore.
Thank goodness for small miracles.
The cops burst into my house this morning out of nowhere.
Oh my god.
And before I knew it, I was here.
Arrest warrant? Where? These policemen. Was there a prosecutor with them?
Yes. Some kid named DeWinner or something.
DeWinner. The rookie. I thought as much.
So, did they interrogate you yet?
What? You interrogated by the cops?
What?
Oh my god. Well, yeah, I mean, you've been arrested. You're a suspect now.
Oh, no. Both of the detectives shot at me and threatened me. Oh.
Only if you make things difficult.
Oh, there are always these hulking guys, right? Who get in your face and force you to...
Like this guy.
I'm sure part of the payday.
I
told you.
I should have said.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I should have said right before, like when I saw that line cut off, and I'm like, cue gumshoe. I knew it was coming.
Enter gumshoe.
Crush me with those huge arms.
Hey, some people would pay for that.
I was gonna say.
Please, I'm calling the cops.
It's the cops!
What's up with this guy, Mr. Edgeworth?
Ha! I wish I knew. Oh, nothing, Detective. You're just being you. I guess it's just how you are.
Hmm? I don't get it, sir.
You had to be there.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, W is clearly innocent.
He's clearly incompetent.
So there's gotta be something we can do for him, isn't there?
Mr. Saint.
Yes?
No, you have to do yes.
Yes?
You were Mr. Knight's friend, and 2 days ago, you came to visit him. You had nothing at all to do with his murder. Is my understanding correct?
Yes. I didn't kill anybody.
Very well. Then I will choose to believe you, and I will do all that I can to assist you.
But why would you help a nobody like me?
Because at one point in my life, I was a nobody, and then I became a somebody. So now I stick up for the... I don't know what I'm saying.
Because you can be a hero.
Because you are a hero. Let's just say I might not be doing it solely for your sake. I have something of a personal interest in this case. I have something of a pissed off interest in this case.
He wants to
That's
be
pretty
that
good.
boy.
That's right. It's payback time. We'll show those two whose investigation reigns supreme.
Yeah. You know we're cooking.
Oh yeah, we're cooking, baby. Let him cook. It's called It's our game. Investigations is our game. When are they gonna release Investigations 3, where you play from the perspective of Eustace?
Oh my goodness. I do think somebody was throwing around like their fan ideas for an investigations game with a prosecutor from Apollo Justice's game. It would seem kind of fun.
Yeah.
It'd be a cool fan game for sure.
Unfortunately, I still lack authority to conduct said investigation. As such, my resources are rather limited, and I'll need to lean heavily on the ones I do have at hand. Which means you, Mr. Saint, your information will be invaluable going forward. In other words, let's see if we can help one another out, shall we?
Hello, I just thought of something.
Oh? That's rare.
Why don't you just borrow an attorney's badge? Then you can represent a pal here.
Now's not the time for jokes, Gummy.
I'd rather die.
Mr. Edgeworth is the prosecutor. He couldn't defend anyone if his life depended on it.
Alright.
I bet he would never, ever do anything like that, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, I've never once defended anyone.
See?
I wasn't kidding. I just thought, helping suspects. That's what a defense attorney.
It's just... Gumshoe's all like, well, there was this one time where this guy fell off a bridge. So it's like it is long story.
Sure, but we can do that too. The only thing that matters is that we find the real culprit in the end. So come on, let's get to work.
Yes, ma'am.
I like the sound of that. I like being the boss.
I'm sure you know already, but just to be clear, if our investigation ultimately proves you to be the culprit, we'll have no choice but to treat you like any other suspect. But you needn't worry. I believe you, or at least I've decided to try. For now. Yeah, that is a very Phoenix Wright thing to do.
Yeah.
Just be like, believing in your innocence. Edgeworth is a little bit more like...
That man has been rubbing off on him,
Yeah. Edgeworth is a little bit more like, I'm gonna try. Just hold tight and try to believe in us in return. If nothing else, it might help you feel a little less alone. Now, if you'll excuse me. Very cute. Your life, your choice. basically fuck around and find out.
So, we talked a good game in there. But we can't even get back inside the main prison to see the scene of the crime.
Maybe defending the guy in court is our best option after all.
Gummy, can't defend for his life, remember?
Well, who do we have here?
Oh god.
Yay!
Oh, it is an Edgeworth in the gang. What are you cats doing here?
Listen, pal, if you're putting a rinse Mr. Edgeworth to get out,
Hey, easy there, Detective Flatfoot Sholmes. I'm here to work. I love that reference. That is such a good reference.
Yeah.
Work? What, you're here to defend somebody?
Because as we all know, Sherlock Holmes does not exist in this universe.
Uh-huh.
Only
It's Sherlock
Sherlock
Holmes.
Holmes.
I love the implications that means in this. Sorry.
My god.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I really like the implication that in this universe, BBC Sherlock is a biopic. Or biopic.
What the heck?
Whichever.
Alright, done.
Oh no, the K-Meister nails it in one. Aren't you the uber intelligent one of the bunch?
Uber intelligent. That's not how you use either of those words, Fender.
Some may say I'm an easygoing old rogue about town, but I'm actually not a half-bad attorney. Which is why I've been summoned to the old jail Rooney for a meeting with a new client.
God, I like reading it, but if like a guy ever
He's-
talked like this around me, I'd be like, gosh, shut
I want to
shut
punch
up."
you. Yeah. The suspect is one Simeon Sainsbury.
You mean Simeon Saint?
Wow, that's freaky. You know more about my job than I do.
Wait, Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Fender's a defense attorney! Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I fear I might be. In fact, it could be our only option. Not so long ago, I found myself embroiled in another case that wasn't mine.
Yeah!
I managed to worm my way onto the crime scene by agreeing to be a certain someone's subordinate. Ha.
Yeah!
Not an experience I would ever want to repeat, but I fear I may have little choice.
You will repeat it and you will like it, Miles Edgeworth.
Not a 5-hour-long stream I ever want to repeat, but... Fender, hi.
Before you say another word, I just gotta point out the fine print. Eddie Fender doesn't take on associates.
Oh, thank God. I mean, oh no.
Saying it ain't so, I hear you protesting, but pompous prosecutors are a no-go. Especially those of the Von Karma variety.
Just let the long silence. I should
I
have
like
known
how
you
you just
wouldn't.
keep pausing on those lines. It's so funny.
It's a good
Awkward
bit.
silence for like 5
Yeah.
seconds.
I should have known he wouldn't forgive me that easily. I want to know. I want to know.
It's imagine it's like you're just having a normal conversation out of nowhere. He's just like, but everyone knows Miles Edgeworth was Von Carver's bitch. And just everyone stops.
I understand. Why? I understand why you wouldn't want to work with someone like me. What's more, I understand how you feel about all things Von Karma. I do find it an interesting thing about Edgeworth's character is that like he's like, yeah, I get it. I was an asshole. And I still probably don't deserve it, so it's like, dang Edgeworth. But please, believe me when I say, I'm not the man I was back then. I'm no longer under my old mentor's spell. Yeah, he is trying
I
to.
believe it, pal. Mr. Edgeworth's a changed man. Sure, he used to be the daring prosecutor, but he's not like that anymore.
I do have feelings, Detective.
Dummy's right. Mr. Edgeworth's one of the good guys now. He's not just a prosecutor, he's a hero. He got me off the hook just last month.
You don't say. Well, that escalated quickly.
But he was. There's no other word for it. He was heroic. Great thiefly, even.
I love that sprite.
Yeah. Please, Fender. Don't you think there's something odd about the way the committee stepped in yesterday? There's more to this case than meets the eye. I'm certain of it. I can't just walk away from this. I can't. Please, allow me to help you with this investigation. Very sincere.
Yeesh. A bow from the great Miles Edgeworth. Never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. So, enlighten me, if you will. What made the leopard change his spots?
There, you see,
Homosexuality.
yeah, homosexuality. you have to play 3 games. So
Understand all the lore.
yeah, reserve a weekend. Well, I suppose I would have to say the courtroom itself. I've experienced so many things and met so many people there within its 4 walls, including some old friends who showed me a better way to be. How could that not change a person?
Well, I'll be. The old you never would have bared a soul like that. That was beautiful.
Bring it in.
You might have been surprised you know who. And you know how much that takes. Tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start off again with a clean slate.
This is very cute.
So, this is me.
Hold on, Dan, you need to look at that business card.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. They're looking it for you.
And Edgeworth and Co. Law Offices. Eddie Fender Senior Partner.
Edgeworth?
That's right. Mr. Fender here began his legal career as an assistant to my late father, Gregory Edgeworth. Ah,
Ah!
deep lore.
What? Your dad was a defense attorney? So, the you-know-who Mr. Fender keeps talking about is...
The clever K-Meister nails it on one yet again. That's right, I was talking about his old man. Guess you all noticed I kept his name on the door, so to speak. At least I could do for old Gregory, really. Listen, Edgeworth. Miles. Nobody here. I don't trust you. Not fully, anyway. I can't just forget about all those years you spent licking Von Karma's boots, you know. Anyone can say they've changed. I'm gonna need you to prove it. And besides, you know it's what Gregory would have wanted.
I will say that some of those years, Von Karma was providing me housing and probably education. So,
True.
Yeah, it's really fucked up every time I think about it.
I mean, yeah, the whole situation. It's
It kind of makes you wonder how it all went down that he was able to get custody of his kid.
yeah.
I mean, it probably had something to do with, because in this universe, it's like, oh, prosecutors have so much notoriety. The esteemed Manfred von Karma wants to adopt this poor child, the child of his
Boy.
rival. How noble.
Yeah. Anyway,
But it's just so fucked up. Like, imagine adopting the son of the man who you killed, who you still kind of like see enough of his father in that you just despise him and decide to later
Yeah.
frame him for murder.
yeah, and you also like raise him to be like you. Like,
You raise him to be like you, and yet you still see
Right.
enough of his father.
Yeah, that you want to ruin his life, basically. Crazy.
It's insane.
yeah. All right. Very well. I accept.
Okay. Then that's enough hardball for one day. let's move on to the fun stuff.
Yay! Yippee!
Yippee!
I hereby appoint you interim associate of Edgeworth and Cogue. Congrats, man.
I will try not to let you down.
Well, doesn't this bring a tear to the eye? The prodigal son coming on board as his late father's firm.
Yay!
Permission to come on board too? Please, Mr. Fender.
No.
You don't even have to ask, kiddo. Welcome to the crew.
Woohoo! Thanks, Captain. Yippee!
Alright, I guess it's time to go to work. So, where to begin? Any better ideas, Miles?
Where were we when we were so rudely interrupted?
Safe to say that probably wasn't the victim.
Indeed, it sounds more likely to have been the person who found the body. So who found the body? I believe we need to speak with the person who found the body.
Just what I was thinking, eager associate. We do indeed.
Still the type to smile and nod, I see. That will certainly make my life easier, boss. Boss man.
Now that that's decided, let's get going.
What about me?
You can go home.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Duncan has a different character voice.
Yeah.
I'm a detective.
Like, it's like, go home, detective. Duncan doesn't need two characters to voice.
Yeah.
I'm a detective. I can't just hop on board as an attorney's assistant like you guys.
He has a point. I can't leave him adrift all on his own now, can I? I mean, you can. Detective Gumshoe, I have a special assignment for you. You are to continue investigating the case under Mr. Winner. If you happen to discover anything that seems useful, you are to notify me immediately. Double agent, let's go!
Yay!
You are in a uniquely powerful position, Detective. I'm going to need all the info I can. All the info you can pass our way.
You can count on me, sir. I'm a real pro when it comes to letting things slip to the fence.
Don't say that!
It's so good.
It's so
I love
true.
the self-awareness.
Trust me, I know. But just this once, those loose lip of yours might as well... Oh, shit. But just this once, those loose lips of yours might be what saves our ship. Keeps the ship afloat.
Now it's a World War II propaganda reference.
Is that where that phrase comes from?
It's good, sir.
Yeah, loose lips sink
good.
ships. It was a propaganda poster.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's mostly just a normal phrase now.
Well, yeah, but I think that was the original. I can find the original one to share. It was
Although
basically like encouraging people to not talk about the U.S.'s plans because of the threat of saboteurs in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, let's continue. Did you read this line?
Hurry wide at the prison gates, good sirs, because here we come.
Here we
All at
go!
once. Roll out. So, any idea how we tracked down whoever found the Bronxter body, Miles?
I think our best bet would be to simply ask around. Oh god.
I think I know who this is.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
don't you dare!
Who is this? Excuse me, but
Oh my, just look at you!
Are you talking to me?
you talking to me?
Just fabulously chic, darling, fabulously! A facial hair is so very au courant, don't you think?
Enchanté, mademoiselle, and much obliged. Defense attorney, Eddie Fender, at your service.
Of course, these two. Okay.
Put things off on the right foot, shall we? Oh, embrace her, perhaps?
Oh, I like the sound of that!
Look at the fox.
No.
So good. It's really good.
I'm here too. She's gonna kill me and make me an actual scarf. Help me!
Oh my god. Sexual assault.
Right on the kisser.
Oh, well, how else does one greet a new friend? A little smooch is entirely de rigueur, don't you think? Should I make her French? I was gonna go for
I
like,
think a little French does work well with her, actually.
alright.
She uses a lot of French phrases, I think.
Yeah, again, so
Also-
this, she had originally had a different name. The first time I voiced her, like I told you all earlier, I was going for somewhere between like, just like a little tiny touch of Jennifer Coolidge.
It's mostly because she has a very French name in the official translation.
Yeah, and now
So,
she's using a lot more French, so I'll do that.
Yeah.
And
Wow, talk about stealing a kiss.
and that's how French people greet each other, of course. As we all know.
Yep.
Indeed, an act so shameless it puts even great thieves to shame. Can you imagine? Kissing someone? Ugh. Ugh.
A physical contact is so very important as a form of expression in our little family. Everyone in this lovely home will tell you as much. Is that okay?
Hey,
Yeah.
if everyone else is hip to that, I can be hip to that too. Sure.
Got
This
any?
poor man.
Do we have any French viewers that are offended?
You got more than you bargained for.
I think it's more just like I'm not as used to French as I am to like German or something.
Yeah, sure.
So that's the other reason I was going for the other one. But if y'all want me to do French, I can do French.
I cannot even do a French accent, so I will be impressed.
Either that or as a compromise I could like do the original and then when she says something in French I can switch. It's really up just give me a direction and I'll run with it.
I think both work, so whatever you is more natural for you, I guess.
Cool. I'm gonna do the one I just said just because I'm not gonna be able to keep the French up for as long.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay. A Fifi Lagarde, by the way. Warden of this charming abode. You may call me Fifi, of course.
So she's the warden of the entire detention center and prison facility, is she? And now we know how the animal idea came about. A pleasure to meet you, Miss Lagarde. Miss Miles Edgeworth. I was about to say Miss Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor, an associate with Mr. Fender's practice. I hope you don't mind me asking, but were you here in the prison yesterday?
Oh, don't be silly, darling. Of course I was. Yesterday was a very important day, after all.
Important in what way exactly? A big meeting of some kind, perhaps?
A meeting? Oh, heavens, no! I couldn't think of anything worse. No, yesterday, the circus came to visit.
Oh, no. Please, no.
I'll try to switch it up, actually, because I don't know how else. It's giving too much old bag.
It is
Yeah, it sounds a lot like old
Yeah.
Morgan.
Alright, I will try again with the French, and hopefully it goes well. It was a simply spectacular event featuring some terrifically talented animals. If anyone had to be there. If you were at home, you were watching the show with me.
This music is, it's doing something to my brain.
Flashbacks.
The performer set up a special stage in the audience just for us. We are one very lucky family, n'est-ce pas? Yeah, this is the right call. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's better.
So she was at the circus performance for the inmates yesterday morning. Mr. Carcerado mentioned a show yesterday as well. That spiky hair in the front row. Is that Larry?
Oh no.
That'd be so
Larry,
funny.
now!
He did cause an international incident, so.
my
It'd be
God.
so funny if we just passed one of the cells and Larry's just like, you gotta get me out of here,
Hey.
man!
Edgy!
He must have been talking about the same thing. What time did this show take place?
From around 8 until 10 maybe? Yes, something like that.
meaning it finished right around when the body was discovered.
I like how she's petting the fox.
And by dint of having... That I also don't hear if that used... Oh, man. And by dint of having attended the show, she has a reasonably solid alibi.
Oh, would you look at the time? Sorry, darlings, but I really must dash. Feel free to explore our own. Mikasa, Sukasa, and all that. Ciao for now.
Okay, now you're
Girl,
confusing me.
what? I'm confusing myself.
No, she's confusing me.
Have you ever tried to speak Italian and Spanish in a French accent? It is weird.
Well, what now, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm glad she's gone.
Bye. The person who found the body screamed, and that scream was heard by one inmate that we know of. That guy. Therefore, our first task is to question this inmate and see where this information will take us next. Oh my god, we can move.
Bird!
No, I can't.
Bird!
I can't.
No!
Hello, pony.
Pony!
I think Francisco was a horse girl.
I can see it.
Look around. Oh, so are these like habitats for the animals?
Yeah.
Is the idea?
They just
Okay.
walk around, man. Which would
Timmy.
mean, realistically, as a zoo, there would be shit all over the floor. Just
Yeah.
And we know a prison's not hiring someone to clean that up.
Yeah.
They're
No,
definitely
the
making
inmates
it
would be doing it
prisoners.
themselves. Huh?
Yeah. About the person who found the body, do you happen to know where he is right now?
It would be in one of the workshops, I guess. Usually is at this hour.
Then it seems the workshops are our next port of call. Port of call. Whee! Which one?
Right.
Sorry, I'm looking at
That
K.
one.
I can see the crime scene through the window in the store.
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just shove your whole face in front of a window like that.
It's perfect height, though.
You have to do it more sneaky-like. Steal a few good looks while you're keeping a lookout for your enemy.
I'm not a criminal, Kay, so why should I have to behave like one?
Hey, I was just trying to teach you my special sneak peek technique.
Where do you use that? Well, I have no need for any such technique, thank you very much. Sorry, it's funny.
Are you having fun?
Alright, I guess we're going here.
Hello? Anybody in there?
Nice try, kiddo, but this isn't a bathroom stall. Yo! Yo there! Could you help us out here, my good man?
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Is somebody using the workshop right now?
Yes, sir. One of the prisoners is in there. Just confirmed to myself during the noontime roll call. We'd like to speak with to this prisoner, if that's all right. Sure, I'll go fetch him right now. Won't take a sec. It'd spend more than 1 second.
This one's all yours, Marley boy.
What? Why?
Well, let's just say, I'd rather not roll the dice on something I don't know, yeah?
Huh. And I thought adults were all supposed to be strong and brave.
Well, you heard wrong.
Well, you're not looking so brave yourself right now, so let's go all do that.
Oh, here they come. Ah, jeez.
Well, it's their model prisoner.
Who played this guy?
It might have been me. I'm trying to remember because I remember I had
It was
Mia.
you.
That was kind of.
For sure.
Am I? Could I be doing it this time?
Frank saw it, yep.
I cannot remember the voice I did for him. If y'all want me to do it, so if someone else wants to take it, go for it. If I'm supposed to do it, just give me a direction and I'll run with it.
I could.
My direction is douche.
That can mean many
He's
things.
like a smarmy douche when he's
Hello,
like
hello,
making his
yes,
face.
hello, like that.
Yeah, and then when he gets like angry, he just starts sounding unhinged.
I'll try to like bring it down to my chest voice too to make it sound a little bit more masculine.
This is a
Yeah.
I
crazy
know you wish to
callback.
speak with me.
This is a crazy callback, though. Not
I
This
know.
is a really good callback. That's
Not
why
exactly.
we hit the name from you.
Yeah, not exactly the hardened criminal we were expecting, is he? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a public prosecutor.
A prosecutor? You say?
Eddie Fender, attorney at law.
What happened to being too scared to handle this?
Listen, sorry about how here. He gets the weirdest ideas. Prosecutor, indeed. That'll be the day. He's actually just an associate. Jeez, Miles, get a grip, will ya?
He's right. I mustn't forget that I'm a defense attorney's assistant for the time being.
Ah, that explains it. I did think you looked a little different from the prosecutor I spoke with yesterday.
So he's already spoken to Winner.
I'm like spinning in my spinny chair while I do this.
Making little arm movements.
Yeah.
Would you mind answering a few questions?
No, of course not. I'd be delighted. The name's Solid, Frank Solid.
The witness is all yours, my young associate.
Sure, have the intern do everything. Why not? Mr. Sawit, you are no doubt aware that a murder took place yesterday. Would you mind telling us where you were at the time the body was found?
Yes, I was in that workshop there, working as one might expect.
Wow, what kind of work were you doing?
Well, I'm actually retraining at the moment. I was hoping to become a stylist, you see.
Ah,
A pet stylist, that is. Yes, so I've been studying hard and practicing every moment I can.
an unusual field of study befitting of an unusual prisoner, I suppose.
And that's it, I certainly didn't see anything.
Interesting, I barely asked him anything at all, and he's already sweating bullets.
So, yes, I'm afraid I won't be able to help you, sorry.
Hold it!
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Sawit, for this interview has only just begun.
I mean, even if you were to ask me,
You know something, don't you? He's like, not again.
That's...
He's definitely hiding something. I'll need to push him a little harder if I'm going to get any answers. The first step is to analyze the situation. Let's take a look at our opponent. Oh god.
I didn't see anything. I really can't help you, I'm afraid.
Something tells me he'd be a good poker player. It's hard to tell much from his face, really. And I don't think he'll be giving me much in the way of physical cues either. I'll have to rely solely on his words instead. That's the only way I'll know what's going on underneath. Alright, time to make the first move. Let's see who we're dealing with here. Maybe good at hiding his emotions, but everyone has a tell. Mind chess. Commands. Tell me, what's your connection to this incident?
Which incident? The murder? Oh, well, that's nothing at all to do with me, nothing.
Really?
I wouldn't dream of getting involved in anything as ghastly as that. Well, you see, how can I put this? I'd like to think of myself as an upstanding citizen, a good person, if you will.
Do you know where we are right now?
For the chest dimension, sir.
Can I say this?
It's up to you.
I think it would be funny, at least.
Yeah. Forgive me, Mr. Sod, but under normal circumstances, good people do not tend to end up in prison.
But that's...
So you do well to tell me what you know about the incident.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I don't know anything, I swear.
Jesus, this guy. You seem angry, Mr. Salt.
Angry.
Can I just keep pushing him?
I feel like that might work here.
Yeah. Surely
Yeah.
you notice, Mr. Sart, that I have you exactly where I want you. Damn.
Oh, didn't work.
Really? It seems to me you're just wasting my time.
I should pick my words more wisely. Alright, fair enough. So I may be good at hiding his motions, but he doesn't tell. I just need to watch for it and respond. God, I kind of wish they put you a little bit closer to...
Oh, I know what it's to tell it. Sorry, I don't know what word to say, but I can't help you.
My apologies, Mr. Salt. But considering that the incident occurred right here in the prison, I find it very hard to believe that you knew nothing at all. It's very
Oh,
foolish.
well, yes, I suppose that you might be. I suppose I could see how it might seem unlikely, but it's true. If you're looking for the person who found the body, you'll just have to look elsewhere.
Oh, he slipped.
Why do you think I'm looking for the person who found the body? I certainly never mentioned any such thing to you. Is it because you do know something you're not telling me after all?
No, I sensed that's who you might be looking for, that's all. I'm simply a pet stylist in training. I don't know anything, truly.
There's no doubt about it. This man is hiding something big. In which case, let's find out what he did yesterday, the day of the incident.
Thank God.
It got down to half already. My opponent is very good at hiding his true feelings, but not for long. It's time to smash that mask of his and see what lurks behind that phony smile. Tell me about the day of the incident. If you really don't have anything to do with the murder, then you have nothing to hide, right?
Well, the day of the incident. Oh gosh, I mean, so much happened.
What were you doing? I want to know what you were doing, Mr. Sart, in detail.
I told you I'm a pet stylist in training. And that's what I was doing yesterday, training. Specifically, I was giving the animals a trim.
You didn't notice any commotion at the time of the incident? I would imagine things were suddenly quite tumultuous around here.
Well, commotion, you say? No, not really. Maybe I heard someone, but,
Were they screaming? I don't know. Should I bide my time? You heard someone. Was this someone screaming by any chance? And don't try to tell me you don't remember. You continue to assert that you know nothing about the incident, Mr. Salt, but I'm afraid I don't believe a word of it. Okay.
No, I thought I heard someone yelling, but I don't really remember.
The fact that he heard a scream at the time of the murder may well prove to be a useful clue. It would do well to bear it in mind. Tell me about the day of the incident. What was it like here in the prison yesterday morning?
I really don't remember. I don't have the best memory, I'm afraid.
Time to deploy my clue. You don't remember? Please. You literally just confirmed that you heard a scream.
Oh, but I might have been mistaken. The truth is, I really don't remember.
Your memory fails you yet again. How convenient. But I know you're lying, Mr. Zoid. These sections are so fun. I
They're
just
pretty fun.
gotta say.
How dare you talk to me like I mean, I'm not lying.
Temper. I kinda... Should I bide my time, though?
And I feel like that
Yeah.
might be the tell, but I don't want to screw us up.
Let's try it. I can
Nope,
handle
no.
it. Surely you know, Mr. Sawit, that I be exactly where I want you. Dang it. Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
Really seems to be you're just wasting my time. Alright, we can speedrun it. We can do it. I feel like the sassier he is, the less likely it is to be right.
Yeah, usually. But sometimes they're funny.
It's
Yeah.
also funny to be sassy.
Look, if you must know. When I'm working with the animals and I get into the zone, they're all I see.
I might understand you have something of a talent for animal grooming then.
Well, my scissor technique could use a little work, but I'd say I'm quite good with the animals. They seem to like it. I'm especially good at calming them down when they get scared.
Scared? And when exactly do they get scared? Surely it doesn't happen very often.
Well, that's... No, thankfully it doesn't. It would certainly frighten them.
A loud scream would certainly frighten the animals, wouldn't it? Why are you going to such lengths to deny having heard that scream? Was it... What is it you're hiding, Mr. Sawit? Tell me.
Ah! I can assure you I'm not hiding anything. I'll admit I really did hear somebody scream. But I'm not hiding anything, I promise.
The mask's finally beginning to crack, now to shatter it completely by asking about the scream itself in more detail. Whoop! Almost died. I'm afraid you're about to learn a painful lesson, Mr. Sawit. That hiding things from me never ends well for my opponent. When did you hear this scream?
Now I remember. I forgot about the show. They put on a show for us prisoners around the time of the incident, you see. Yes, performing animals, if I remember rightly. That's where I was in the morning.
So now you wish to claim you didn't hear a scream because you were at the show? Do you realize that goes completely against everything you've told me so far?
And what are you going to do about it, huh? That is why memory is patchy, as they say. Yeah. The animal show really had to be seen to be believed.
It did it? Tell me, what kind of animals did you see?
Oh, let me think. Well,
Did you ride this whale? Enough of your lies. You're nowhere near the show, were you?
Well, I seem to remember being there, but maybe I was, maybe I wasn't.
It's clear Mr. Sawit wasn't at the show. This feels like a vital clue. Who did you hear screaming?
Wait, I just realized I made a mistake. When the incident happened, I was out in the yard. Yes.
Jesus.
So I didn't hear anyone screaming, no one at all.
How long are you planning to keep these lies? Keep up these lies. I already know that you weren't at the show. The game's up, Mr. Sawit. The most calm under pressure man ever.
Yeah.
Just like,
Best quality, his wiggles.
it's like you ask him
Yep.
one question, he's like, shit, fuck.
Yeah.
The game's up, Mr. Sawit. It's high time you told me the truth. I demand to know about the scream now.
I can't tell you what I don't know. I didn't hear any scream. Not for the person who found the body.
Or wasn't it the victim who screamed?
Oh,
How curious. Most people would assume that the scream had come from the victim. So then, why do you think it came from the person who found the body, hmm?
I made a mistake, that's all.
How, Mr. Sawit? How did you know that it was the person who found the body you screamed?
I did sound.
Because you're the one who found the body?
Do it.
Yes. Yes.
You idiot.
Shall I tell you? You knew because it was you who found the body. And that scream that was heard when the incident occurred didn't come from the victim. It came from you, you little bitch.
Ah! How did you? Ah! It's true I admit it, but what gives you the right to treat people like this?
Checkmate.
I wish he threw the toupee.
Yeah, it should have popped off.
I mean, I was kind of doing it, but I wanted him to throw it.
Now that we have established that you were the one who found the body, Mr. Sart, I believe you have lost any standing you might have had to withhold your cooperation.
All right, you win. But I'm sure I won't have anything useful to tell you. It probably isn't even worth your time.
That's not for you to decide. By my hand, the truth will be revealed. Every decision I make is to ensure that end.
Except that's not exactly what we're here to do, is it?
What do you mean?
We're not trying to expose the truth, we're trying to save Simeon. That's what we do now, remember? We work to get our client out of trouble.
Ow,
We're defense attorneys.
It hurts my Edgeworth brain.
Not as a prosecutor, but as a defense attorney's assistant.
What the case meister said, huh? You need to listen to the kid more, you know. The client has requested the service of Edgeworth & Co. And as your old man always said, your relationship with your client comes before everything else. So if you think Mr. Saint's well-being is taking a backseat to some quest for the truth, well, let's just say I'd like to fire people. So I need you to fight against your instincts a little harder, yeah?
This will take some getting used to. In any case, the importance of this man's testimony remains unchanged. Therefore, Mr. Sart, I'm asking once more, what happened when you found the body? Oh god. Okay. I feel like this testimony has to be the last thing we do.
Yeah,
that's a good
I'm
idea
with
to
you.
end it with this.
Alright.
I was in that workshop there by myself, practicing what I'd learned. I don't remember how, but I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop. I happened to peek in there through the little window. And then I saw him lying there, a man not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself screaming in sheer terror.
I like the little reference they did there.
Little reference, yeah.
You quailed?
Quailed in fright.
Let me get this straight. The room you were in is next to the one where the corpse was found.
Yes, that's right. I was in workshop B.
And you were there the whole day?
Yes, from the 7 a.m. roll call onwards. There are 3 roll calls a day, you see. 7 a.m., noon, and 9 p.m.
And they check who's in the workshops during roll call, correct?
That's right.
Nothing was reported to be amiss at 7 a.m., which means that Knight's body wasn't in the workshop yet at that point in time.
Guess that means the murder took place after 7 a.m.
Which puts it right around the time the show was happening. Oh, yes, the show. I remember the other prisoners going to see it.
And therefore, anybody who wasn't at the show has no alibi. Would that be a fair assessment, Mr. Sard?
I guess so, but I only found the body, I swear.
There's a clear contradiction in Mr. Sard's testimony. Rooting it out should be my first priority. Time to rebut. so vague.
Hold it!
As you do.
You found yourself there, really?
That's right, I found myself peeking through the little window of the door.
Almost forgot. Why do you think you did that?
Gosh, I don't know. I just found myself doing it, really.
You clearly weren't concentrating on your work then.
No, that's not true. I'm a model prisoner.
Seems funny.
It's just all the other prisoners are gonna watch the show.
Wait, does that mean this is model prisoner in our roles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was supposed to be this guy, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, like, am I supposed to do it because I voiced him before, or is someone else gonna take it?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. That's why I said at the beginning, look, it's our model prisoner. Hi. Guess I was, well, kind of lonely. Like being stuck in school after everyone else has gone home, huh? Yes, it was exactly like that. Anyway, I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop and... Not moving! Dead!
One of those lines, by the way.
Could you tell right away if it was a man or a woman?
It was clearly a man. His physique, his clothes. It was also very clear that he was dead.
You could tell just by peeking through the window?
Let's just say that this wasn't my first dead body. What?
You mean
You're imprisoned for... To my eternal shame, yes. This was, however, the first time I'd seen another person's handiwork so up close, so...
Okay, you said that this line is probably the one.
No, not that one, huh?
Oh. So screaming in sheer terror. Alright, let's read. Ow. Ow. I feel like it has something to do with the door.
Yeah, anytime a prisoner is detected going through one of the doors, it lets off a
Oh, I
little-
got it.
Yeah.
And you see what he said earlier?
Yeah, he left the workshop.
Mhm.
Yeah, that shouldn't be possible. Not with the bracelets they wear. It's not
Yeah,
that one. It's like
it's
the
not that
second
one.
one. Like, what do you mean you found yourself in front of the door? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you don't remember how. There's a big, there's a whole rigmarole you have to
There's
go
an
through.
there's an electric shock given and everything.
Enough of these pathetic lies, Mr. Sart. I'm afraid you've rather lost sight of what you are. What? You've rather lost sight of what you are.
What I am.
You've lost your way.
I know precisely what I am. I'm a former newspaper salesman who's training to be a pet stylist.
Hold it!
But that's not all you are, is it? Or did you forget the bracelet you wear around your wrist? A bracelet that marks you as a prisoner, and therefore unable to move around as you please. As we both know, stepping outside the door would have sounded an alarm.
Well, that's...
But there's no way you could have looked into the other workshop without leaving the room you were in.
Ah!
Ah.
Hooey!
Duncan,
Oh yeah, hold on a second.
you have lines now.
Ooh-wee, stylishly done, Ninjaru.
Don't call me that.
But that doesn't mean Mr. Solid couldn't have found the body then. But doesn't this mean Mr. Solid couldn't have found the body then?
Good question, Kay. Perhaps Mr. Solid himself can explain. I'm guessing he had an animal with him.
So, I may have forgotten to mention one very important detail. So sorry about that. I can explain exactly how I was able to see the body if you'd like.
By all means, go ahead. Finding the corpse.
There's a little trick that we prisoners know about, you see. As long as you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can leave now without triggering the alarm. That's how I was able to peek through the window and into the workshop next door.
Quite a lean.
Inside, I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me scream in fright.
Quail, even. So he's saying he was able to take a look next door because he kept his arm inside workshop B as he leaned out.
Please don't tell anybody about our little trick, and especially not the guards. Please.
Is this it? Is this all he was hiding? I'd better dig a little deeper into his testimony, just in case. Yay. I don't know. I mean, like, just looking at how far apart they are, it seems plausible.
Why don't we press on that?
Yeah.
Hold it!
Why did you make so much of an effort just to take a look? Oh, did you know?
Yes.
Sorry, I keep forgetting. Well, you see, I heard the noises coming from next door. And that room was supposed to be empty, so I thought it was strange.
And you went to look as soon as you heard these noises?
Yes, of course. I had to see what was going on, so I went right away.
I see. Are there any problems with what Mr. Solid just said? There is a problem.
Yes, there always is.
You claim that you looked into the next room as soon as you heard some noises. If that's the case, you must have seen more than just a dead body, because the person who made the noise should have been in there too.
That's, you got him quaking his boots, Mr. Edgeworth.
That's not a hard thing to accomplish.
Pretty easy, actually.
Mr. Solid, tell us the truth about what you saw. It.
Or should we call you Mr. Did It? Huh?
You do, of course, have the right to remain silent, but it will too little to dispel the notion that you were somehow involved in this crime.
I'm sorry. I did see something else, but it's too insane to believe. I really thought I might have dreamt it. That's why I wasn't sure if I should mention it.
If you lie while in prison, you go to prison again. You get double prison.
Double prison. Prison is crazy.
Double prison. Fill my eyes with that double prison.
God.
Just tell us what you saw. That is a...
Alright. It's just... It was that dog.
Ha!
I got that dog in me. And what I saw is the stuff of nightmares. That huge black dog had sunk its terrible teeth into the victim's throat.
What did you just say?
It was hellish, utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast, he killed him. Suddenly I don't feel so good.
Jeepers creepers.
That's awful. Talk about traumatizing.
Jinkies!
Dreadful, horrible. Now you know why I couldn't help but scream.
So there's a man-eating dog in the prison, and prison's animal population, is there? He didn't eat him.
Oh, yeah.
He just bit him.
I don't know, he looks like a good dog to me.
Just krilled him.
And that really is everything, I promise. You believe me, don't you?
No.
For now, this one seems too far-fetched to lie, even for you. I'd like you to append what you just told us to your testimony, if you don't mind.
Very, very well.
Body which made me scream in fright.
That's it. Press the new line.
I also
The new
saw
one, yep, that
a
one.
black dog.
Hold it!
You're sure this black dog was biting the victim's throat?
Yes, there was blood everywhere. The beast's mouth was dripping with it in.
Whoa. Spare us the gory details, will ya?
It's always weird to me when, like, Ace Attorney characters choose to be squeamish. What about the victim? Was he...
Don't say it. Don't say it. You really need to ask him that, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, so it's fine if someone stabbed him in the throat, but if a dog bit him, it's...
You're ruining the image of dogs for.
Oh, okay, what was that punch for? I'm on your side here.
Welcome to my world.
He wasn't moving at all. He was just lying there.
Meaning he was already dead. Meaning he was a
Whoa.
Maiwamo Shinderu.
Yep. There was just so much blood oozing from his neck. Oh, he was dead as a doornail, I'm sure of that. Not even the twitch of a finger, just lifeless.
Enough already. Why do you gotta go into every little detail like that?
To give you a nice, accurate testimony, that is what you want, isn't it? Shall I add what I said to my testimony, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please do.
It was awful, I tell you, terrible.
Let's see what the new line, yeah, it
Oh,
is.
he was dead as a doornail. I'm sure not even a twitch.
I think he added two.
I'm seeing his ring gleaming. Caught the light.
Oh,
There we go. We can present
that's interesting.
Just present this.
No, I think the card.
It was the sheet, I think. Well, no, actually,
Yeah.
it would be the body, because the body was covered by a sheet at the time.
Oh,
See? Watching you filthy
But it doesn't-
liar.
Okay, cool.
Gotcha.
a ring with a snowflake relief. Very good eyesight,
Yes,
first of
I
all.
saw it clear as day. It was carved in such fine detail.
Interesting. Your testimony is certainly very accurate. In fact, I'd say it's just a little too accurate.
And what's wrong with being too accurate?
I mean this. You testified to having seen a ring with a snowflake design on it. And while the victim did indeed have a ring on his finger,
See, exactly as I said.
a ring from his boyfriend, Simeon, there is no way you could have seen it. Take a look at this photograph. Take a look at this photograph. As you can see, the victim's right hand was covered with a bit of time. It would have been impossible. Anyway, for you to see his ring, let alone what design was on it. Unless, that is, you approach the body and remove the sheet. You told us earlier you only took a look through the window of the door, yet you seem to have seen quite a lot from such a disadvantaged location, Mr. Solid.
Who the heck do you think you are, huh, Mr. Big Shot? Acting like you know it all? I mean, I saw what I saw, I swear. Oh, whoa, I know what that man saw. They must have moved off under the top after I peeked in.
Objection!
Nonsense. You already told us that can't have been the case.
He was just lying there. I just said this 30 seconds ago.
Meaning he was already dead. I just said this 30 seconds ago. You said it yourself. The victim was already dead. And dead men don't move, do they? Well,
They also
I mean,
don't
like,
tell no tales.
yeah. So true, Duncan.
if you electrocute them,
Yeah.
Ooh, wait. Is that the stench of ode to desperation I smell?
I need when he says hooey for you to go like, hi!
Wait.
It's like really loud.
Do either of you all watch The Righteous Gemstone? Speaking of Hooey,
No.
it's very good. Anyway, that sounds like something that the characters would say.
Yep. Don't worry.
'Cause definitely, it's like Bible Belt.
Yeah. Is, what are you hiding, Mr. Sod? Tell us! I'll beat you up.
No, you're wrong. I know what I saw.
Oh, God.
It's so mad.
Yeah!
Oh,
That was-
You couldn't let go, could you? Had to keep on poking and prodding. You slimy two-bit associate attorney!
it seems the real Mr. Sod has finally revealed himself.
That's going to rug is rocking. Came straight at you like some kind of flying black cat.
Look, I'm just a sweet, innocent witness here.
But are you really? Because I must say, I have doubts. Very serious doubts.
What's that supposed to mean?
You saw something that should have been impossible to see from outside the workshop. So how did you do it? So how, yeah, okay. That's simple. Mr. Sot, this is where you were standing when you saw the body. In the
You were actually in
workshop.
that-
Yeah.
Take there.
You were in the same room as the body. That's the only way you could have seen the relief on the ring.
Say what you want, but you don't have a shred of evidence, do you? Nothing to prove I was in the room with the body, anyway. You can't prove it, can you? Because I was at the next room over. Minding my own business and looking after the animals.
We're having this conversation and there's like just an inmate somewhere that's like, shut up! I'm trying to sleep.
Either that or people are like, this is the most entertainment we've had all week.
That's also possible. Actually,
Why? Yeah.
if I assume being in prison is boring, so it's probably like,
Yeah.
oh, shit, he's getting his
Yeah.
ass.
Why else would I find out a pair of rubber gloves for fun? Now put up or shut up. I want to see evidence that proves that I was in the room with the body.
Did you
Haha.
say you just mentioned
No
rubber
problem.
gloves, huh? So can I present that, you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Take that!
Because explain how I got there.
Remind me, Mr. Sarge, what were you doing when you discovered the body?
How many times do I was practicing my pet styling technique.
Of course, then perhaps this rubber glove might mean something to you.
Ah, that's...
This glove was found by the victim's body. Was found by the victim's body. I believe it was dropped by the killer. And I can't help but notice that you have a similar glove tucked in your apron.
No, this one's different.
Hold it!
Yes, that one does seem awfully lonely, doesn't it?
It's just a rubber glove. There are hundreds of them all over the prison. This doesn't prove anything.
Objection!
Not yet, perhaps, but if I were to ask the police to check this glove for prints, I have a feeling the results would be rather fascinating. Oh my god. He's dead. Dies. It's over.
For
Objection!
realsy.
What the hell? What the?
That was pretty rad. That was a pretty rad objection, am I right?
Objection! Please, Fender, now is not the time for tomfoolery. Add it to the list.
That is added to the list. But I have a legit objection. Because this is an over.
God, I want to
There's
stop
no
this.
still makes sense.
Me too.
Our man, he was a prisoner, right? And he's got one of those bracelet doohickeys on.
Yeah, like I said, the pet, the dog.
Yeah.
That's true, so how could he have left his workshop in the first place? His bracelet would have triggered the alarm if he tried.
Right, we don't have a good explanation for that yet.
Well, anything you'd like to share again, buddy? We're all friends here.
Nope.
That's weird. You should be clinging onto that bracelet like the big, round lifesaver it is.
In what way? It looks small and
As in,
little.
best hope. As in, it's the best hope our wig-flinging friend here has for getting off the hook for murder.
I was doing something else in another tab.
Sorry, can't get into the crime scene with a bracelet on. If it was me, I'd be arguing that for my life.
Your life, you say?
And yet, he hasn't had said a peep about it.
I love that we get to see Fender in action here.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I wonder why that might be. The sound of silence. I suppose Miss Law Priestess did preach the silence is golden yesterday, too.
Whoa. He sounded like an actual attorney for a second there, Mr. Fender.
The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. Gregory taught me that. Part of the attorney's code he lived by. So, friend, what's the deal here? Why so cold about your bracelet?
Well, to tell you the truth, it's broken.
Teleport it back on his head.
It did it?
Yeah.
Broken.
I fell over a little while back, you see, and hit it on the floor. After that, it didn't seem to set the sensors off anymore. I should have told the guards about it, I know, but, well, it was awfully convenient.
I see, so your bracelet is broken. But do they really break that easily? If so, then this prison has a serious security problem. Yeah, you could just smash it. Oh god. You there, could we have a moment? Aw, aren't you just the cutest? Ahem. Meow. How can I help you, sir? Oh god, the guards are all cat boys. His prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken. What? Really? That's no good. I'll get someone to find a replacement right away. Thank you. Keep hold of the broken one for the time being. Of course, sir. I'll trust you'll take good care of it.
That's such nothing.
Meow.
Sweet. Bracelet sorted. Now, to turn our murderer in, yeah?
What? No, I didn't kill anybody.
Whoa there, Palio. You're the one who said your bracelet was out of commission. Or were there other inmates freely roaming the halls while everybody was busy watching the show?
No, I just found the body, that's all, I promise. I want to see what on earth his thingy means.
Yeah.
I love,
Where? I kind of like, whoa, Paleo, you said that is a very Columbo type line. And just one more thing.
And what I did, the enormous dog still had his mouse wrapped around the poor man's neck. I only wanted to work shit up after the beast had left.
And why did you go in?
Well, like, oh, fine. Wanted to go through his pockets, okay?
That probably checks out. He was going to rob the
And it's
corpse?
Oh, this is weird. I found it.
Okay. Explain.
Psilocynus is a genus of extinct carnivorous marsupials in the family Psilocinidae. The only recent member was the Thylacine, commonly known as the Tasmanian tiger or
Yeah.
Tasmanian wolf.
I was gonna
The last
ask.
known Tasmanian tiger was in the Beaumaris Zoo in Tasmania, eventually dying in 1936.
Yeah, one of the most recent animals to go extinct.
Yeah. That's such a strange thing to have on an apron.
Yeah. That is weird. That explains why.
Also, credit Wikipedia.
Yeah, shoutouts to Wikipedia. They need it from us.
For real.
Or else, how else are they gonna get the exposure? That explains why he remembers Knight's ring in so much detail.
Hey, why are you looking at me like that? I'm a great thief. I'd never stoop so low as to steal from a... Well, I didn't steal anything either. The show ended just after I entered the room, and all the other inmates came trickling downstairs after. I panicked and rushed back to the other workshop and started my fake screaming.
And drop the glove in your haste, huh?
Okay.
I guess it just about hangs together. Anything smell funky to you, Miles?
Other than whether Mr. Sod is the one who did it, I'd
But,
say one very significant question still remains. The question of how Knight made it into the prison proper from his holding cell in the detention center.
Ooh, yeah. That one's a doozy.
That one is interesting. What is this blue area here?
We don't know yet.
I also can't help but wonder about another key feature of Mr. Sod's testimony. The Doge.
Doggy!
That dog's involvement can only mean one thing. Mr. Sod,
Yes? What is it?
were you the only prisoner who didn't go to watch the show?
Well, no, there was one other who didn't.
Am I right in thinking that this person couldn't have watched the show even if he'd wanted to?
Yes, how did you...
I knew it. I had my suspicion when we first ran into that black dog yesterday, but this confirms it. For a criminal that dangerous to end up in a place like this is unbelievable, but... Where is this person's cell?
You're going to see him?
Who are we talking about here?
Him, he's not like the other prisoners, you know. He's special, gets treated like royalty. But you didn't hear that from me. All I'll say is, if you value your life, you'll stay well away from him.
What? Would you please stop trying to scare us all the time?
Because it's working.
The big cheese, huh? Well, I for one definitely value my life, so that sucks.
They keep him in maximum security,
Fun.
which is over there.
Over there on next week's stream.
Yep.
Yay!
Yay!
Maximum security. Well, that's certainly one way of treating something differently.
Alright, quit being so mysterious and tell us who he is already. That man? That man in jail real?
Let's just say...
Just say he's highly skilled when it comes to people's lives. Better than anyone, in fact. And that's all I'm prepared to say on the subject. In fact, I may have already said too much.
Alright.
Well, Milesy, anything you care to share? Or are you gonna leave Kay and I in the dark here, too?
The mystery man in maximum security prison. Maximum security is an old acquaintance. Let's go pay him a visit. I suspect we'll find our dark canine friend there, too. Haha! Next time!
Next
That's
time.
right, Kay.
Yay.
You will figure out
That's a good
nothing.
place to end it.
Yeah, that is a pretty good place to
We'll
end
be
it.
here-
Right on a
Yeah.
cliffhanger.
I
Here
agree.
for a week, Kay.
Alright. Let's save right here. There we go.
That was a good stream.
Good
Yep.
stream.
Hold on. let me-
We got introduced to a lot of characters in this stream.
We certainly did.
Yeah. So I went and retitled the stream "So Many Great Characters" because that seems to be like
Very fitting.
the main feature
Yeah.
of this case so far is that we're getting introduced to a lot of characters that I haven't really seen, or outside of like the like art for. Hold on, I'll switch over to the camera. It's just me. I haven't seen outside of like the art for this game, and a lot of just like Ace Attorney art in general. But
Yeah.
it is cool to get to see them all. And hopefully we'll see them all in action a lot more across the course of this game, because you know what I smell? I smell conspiracy.
Ooh.
The justice system, it's rotten. And we're
Core.
Really?
gonna follow the money all the way to the top, baby.
Oh yeah.
So we will see you guys next week, where we will continue. I hope you all had a good time. Take it easy, everyone.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.